Welcome to the WCB podcast. The Working Class Boner podcast is always presented by Grizzly Coolers. Well, coolers, drinkware, hunting blinds, and accessories. Grizzly has it all. This week we're talking about the new line of camp cups. I have the 20-ounce camp cup. They have a 30-ounce and a bunch of other options available at grizzlycoolers.com. Use code WCB and be the coolest dude around the campfire this fall. The WCB podcast is also brought to you by Alp. That's alppouch.com. They have a ton of nicotine options and caffeine break options for the non-nicotine users like myself. I prefer the caffeine, but if you're a nicotine user, they have 3, 6, and 9 milligrams. You go to alppouch.com and you can build your own damn bundle and save. You can use code WCB. Pick your variety, pick your strengths, 3, 6, or 9. Check out, you're ready to go. Use code WCB at alppouch.com. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. Welcome to the WCB podcast. I don't even know what episode number this is. It doesn't matter, but thank you for tuning into the show. This was a long haul episode with our good friend Kaitlyn Maus, and she just puts up with us just pretty damn well. We kind of throw her to the wolves of WCB, and she's just one of the boys and hangs out and can talk deer hunting with us for 3 hours. It's pretty impressive. So there's some wild stuff in this one. We just had a good time. So listen with caution. There's your warning. And if you didn't know, now you know. This weekend, we're going to be at the Illinois Deer Classic. So like tomorrow, if you're listening to this in real time, in Peoria, Illinois, the Illinois Deer Classic 2026. We are booth 1000. There's a bunch of awesome booths right next to us. We have some fun stuff. We're having a happy hour Saturday night on the 21st. Midwest Whitetails in the mix. We're going to have we're a dealer for Grizzly at this one. We got Dialed Archery. We have Latitude. We have, there's a ton of great brands. The show's sold out as far as vendors, so there's going to be a ton of great vendors over the whole show. Cole Thompson, new ownership. Come support the place. See Cody Christian play some live music. Get a tattoo in our booth on Saturday. Whatever you want to do, we'll have it. And we have some new merch available. So, exciting stuff. We have our new shirt, The Crossbows Are Gay. It's been quite a hit. And not really that many negative comments yet to our faces, but I think in Illinois that might change it. We're going to get a lot of negative stuff right there. Anywho, the podcast is brought to you by a ton of great partners. Obviously, you heard the Grizzly and Alp plug at the beginning of this, but it's also brought to you by Big Time. Code WCB at Big Time. You need to be thinking about spring plots, clover probably, and borderline plans. So borderline, helps you enter and exit your hunting spaces. I'm actually going to do some test stuff with borderline where I want to plant some trees at my house, and I'm going to plant some borderline, kind of like a fence in certain areas in my backyard to be like, do I want that blocked off or not? So I'm getting a little creative even outside of the hunting land property management stuff. Code WCB at bigtime.com. Also, Latitude Outdoors. We've been rocking Latitude saddles and mobile hunting gear, and we love it. Not only do we love the gear, we love the people behind the brand at Latitude, and a lot of times I think that's just as important because you want to know who you're supporting. When you buy this stuff, that's, any brand that we work with or any brand nowadays, it's an investment. Nothing's cheap anymore. And I think if you can choose that you want to run this gear and that's good people behind the gear, that always helps. And I'm proud to say all of our partners have that quality to them. So check out Latitude. All the promo codes are on our website. The code for Latitude is WCB 2026. Save you some money. Dialed Archery is a partner of the WCB podcast. We just got the new 3VA. It's basically like a single pin style sight pitcher with 3 individual pins that you can adjust to your liking. So you get the sight pitcher of a single pin with like the upright vertical pillar, but it can shoot like a 3-pin, multiple pin sight, like a lot of guys prefer, especially deer hunting or on the fly. So you can have you can set it up as you want. You can set it up however you want to do it. I'm going to have my top pin be my movable pin, but set at 20, 30, and 40 yards. That's how I'm planning on set mine up now, unless I change my mind. So that's awesome. The podcast is also brought to you by Rack Hub. Rack Hub is wife-approved taxidermy options, is what we always say. But just clean shed antler mounting options, and now European mount options with the RHE. So, and you can actually snag all that stuff on workingclassbowhunter.com right now. We streamlined your shopping experience. We have an update on our website, and that's the goal with a lot of these. They're going to be able to just go to our website and get the stuff we talk about, so we're not sending you all over Timbuktu. Huntworth Gear. Huntworth Gear will be also at the Illinois Deer Classic. Huntworthgear.com, code WCB15 to save you some coin there. Hoyt Archery is a partner of the WCB podcast. I'm rocking an RX-10 Ultra. And the time of recording this intro, I think I'm heading to F6 tomorrow to get my new camoed out RX-10 set up. That's the plan. Hopefully I can get down there and get set up and get shooting, because in the middle of show season, it's like, man, I just want to shoot my bow and unwind, but we're just turning and burning. So I got to get to it. My job is keeping me from shooting my bow. Is that relatable? Loophole Optics, a bunch of good stuff just dropped from Loophole. Get on Loophole and check out everything they have to offer, specifically for bow hunters, their range finders, their binos, their spotting scopes, their performance eyewear is what we're using the most, but full line of some of the best firearm scopes on the market. I'm actually going to be putting a Loophole red dot on the kids' 410 shotgun for their first turkey hunts ever. Hopefully get Isla May out at 6 years old to try and smack a bird. So keep everybody updated there. Victory Archery for your arrow needs. Old Barn Taxidermy. Definitely Sam has become one of the best turkey taxidermists in the country. So if you're thinking about your spring taxidermy bill, consider Old Barn in there. Aluma Trailers. All aluminum welded construction made in Iowa. They're the dopest trailers. Blackgate trail cameras, code WCB10. Get yourself into some really reliable cell cams, and I mean that. They were at Iowa and had just an awesome time. Deercast, our choice in weather mapping, deer predictive tools. We've used Deercast for a long time. And it's funny, it's like we did that series with Deercast, Working Class on Deercast, for a couple of years. How many people don't even know we did that, because it's just new listeners coming on. So check out Deercast, and that's going to wrap it up for today's partners on this episode. We'll get to the biz here. Hope you enjoy the show. It's a wild one. Let us know what you think in the Spotify comments. We love reading those there. And we just appreciate you guys for all the support. And those of you who came out to Iowa Deer Classic, it was overwhelming, the amount of support we got. Almost like could not believe it at the end of the day, Saturday, how much just support and high fives and hugs and handshakes and pictures we took and everything. It's like hard to believe that that's even like in the realm of possibility for us. So thank you if you come out to the shows and support what we do, and we appreciate you so much. Enjoy this one and be safe. We'll see you hopefully this weekend. We'll catch you next week if we don't.
Hey everybody, this is Mark Drury with Drury Outdoors.
Hey all you deer hunters, this is Jimmy John.
This is Jared Mills.
Hey everybody, this is Kaitlyn Maus.
Hey guys, this is Jared Scheffler from Whitetail Adrenaline.
What's up guys, Josh Barks from Midwest Whitetail.
Hey, this is Nick Mutt from Bone Collector.
This is Chancey Walters.
Working Class Bow Hunter. Working Class Bow Hunter. Working Class Bow Hunter Podcast.
Working Class Bow Hunter Podcast.
WCB.
Working Class Bow Hunter. Working Class Bow Hunter. You're listening to the Working Class Bow Hunter. That's right, this is the podcast for Billy Joe Lunchbucket, the working man, just like me and you. My name's Travis T-Bone Turner from the Bone Collector. Thank you for tuning in.
Those people on that pod, those hosts are a little unhinged.
Working Class. Working Class. Working Class Bow Hunter.
You're listening to my buddies on Working Class Bow Hunter.
Best motherfucking podcast on the planet.
WCB Pod episode, we think it's episode 769.
Maybe.
Speaking, I am Kaitlyn Maus.
Kurt Geyer.
Lee Hurt.
Eric Common.
Thank you guys for being here and joining the show.
That was awkward.
My brain couldn't compute it. I was like,
I couldn't do it.
Wait a
why
minute.
did that take so much thought?
I know. I forgot who I was going to be already.
There's only 4 of us. My name is actually Kurt Geyer.
Yep, Eric Common. Lee Hur.
Kaitlyn Maus.
Thank you guys for being a part of this. This is a good time
Thanks
already.
for coming back.
769 episodes. Thanks for coming back. Thank you.
Good to see you again.
Yeah, good to see you guys again. This is going to be a fun one already. Caitlyn, thank you very much for being here. First of all, big shout out to you because you actually collab with podcast posts, and I see you do that with a lot of people, and you're very like a team player. Like you're down for the cause of what the hunting community is. And I've noticed that since the first time we recorded with you.
Yeah.
And so shout out to you. You're killing it.
Golf clap.
And you are what I'll consider an honorary Bad Bitches of WCB stamp of approved.
Approved.
Thank you.
Not many get that.
R.I.P. Jordan.
Yep. Yeah. Jordan.
We do need an actual gavel.
We'll get one. But thank you for coming back.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
I thought we might have scared you off on the last one.
Really?
And when you walked back in, I was like, this is our chance to scare you off forever.
It's never too late. It
Welcome
It's never too late. We fed you an autism sampler at the depot.
was great.
It was wonderful.
Now,
Fried food. Love
That was the move, man.
double appetizer orders. Just give us 6 of them.
6 different appetizers.
3 apps for $21.
We'll mix our own sauce.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's what we did. But anyway, good to see you, Lee. Haven't seen you in a while.
It's been a minute.
You've
Since
been
I've been in the
working.
studio.
You've been. Here's the thing with Lee. Caitlyn, I don't know if you know. He just killed
Oh,
like this
God.
world-class deer, right? And then all of a sudden, you know what happens? He comes around less.
No.
Like, you know how
Wait a minute. Is he cool guy in us?
Too good for you.
you know, I didn't want to say that. I wanted you to say it, but it's like guy kills a 254-inch deer, and then it's like we just see him 50% less.
High fence?
I heard that.
Easy.
I mean, that was
Easy.
the rumor that I heard. But
The only thing that threw me off, the rack wasn't so white. You know what I mean?
yeah.
It was more of a natural coat. So I don't know if that was like
Yeah.
a post-staining process.
yeah, you never know.
They did, you know, but
Definitely dyed it afterward.
Replica?
could have been a replica. But it is true. Like people can count the numbers and statistics. You're a math guy, Lee. I mean, you know, do the math. How much have you been around since you killed that deer? You know, Kaitlyn Maus has to come on for you to come back. Like I don't know what it
That's the
is.
reason he's here.
It's weird. Like, isn't it weird, Caitlyn, that it's like that's what it takes?
I mean,
like,
the ATA episodes just dropped like 2 weeks ago, and I was on all
yeah,
those.
but in real time, that was like a month, almost 2 months ago.
Yeah, but I go in gaps like that most of the time.
Does he, Caitlyn?
She doesn't listen.
You know I do.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah, you do have some gaps for
I do,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah,
But isn't it weird?
so does Doug.
I live
mean-
3 hours from here. What do you expect?
that's true.
Listen, brother, you
just
killed
ripping on him.
You
Right
killed
now.
that 254-inch deer. We can give you shit.
It's fine. I'll take it.
By the way, officially entered in the book, and he grew.
Yes.
Oh, did
and
he?
it was strictly a mathematical error from that night.
Yeah, but still, I mean, he's retaped and re-entered, and he.
Yeah. Yeah, 254 and 4/8 gross and 245 net is what he
Good grief.
officially in the book is.
Hey, again.
Cheers,
Congrats,
Lee.
brother.
Yeah, no.
Cheers. Caitlyn, you had a killer season, like a really great season. You kind of downplayed it before the podcast a little bit at our bar here, but like,
Overall, yes, great.
well, you didn't
season.
downplay it, but you were like, I didn't kill that many deer this year.
Overall, great season. Hardest season I've ever had, which was my own doing because I strictly hunted one deer once I started hunting Iowa, but I got him. So overall, great.
And we'll get into that because that deer was mentioned on a previous episode you had done with us.
Yes.
Which was
100 episodes ago.
665.
yeah, roughly.
Yeah, 665.
So like when you start off a season for the fall, like when's your timeline begin? Like when you start hunting, when is it?
Well, this year, so I went to college in Missouri, so I loved hunting Missouri. I just have been there for several years now. So I did shoot a deer on public in Missouri this like early in September.
Did you chili womp him or was it an okay shot or?
Oh, I chili whopped him. It was great.
Love it.
Yeah, great shot.
Okay.
Drop tine, super cool. I actually kind of had a rough start with it because it was a lot of corn this year, and
So you were baiting?
no,
a lot of corn.
Hey, you guys
piles.
were harping on me.
a lot of corn piles everywhere. Everybody else's corn piles.
Dot piles.
No, but
Because can you do that in Missouri?
no,
No, not at all.
no. I have come across them though, so no shocker there. But anyway, a lot of corn standing, and so I just wasn't seeing a lot of deer. Then I decided to move to a spot that I'd never hunted, but kind of same general area. And the private land was all beans. Only beans I'd seen like anywhere. So I'm like, there's got to be something in there. So
Right.
it
Big
kind
one
of
in there somewhere.
yeah. And the way the public laid out. It was just like straight downhill, but it was just this white oak ridge. Obviously early season, acorns, white oak. Come on.
Yep.
So I'm just like kind of slowly weaseling my way in there, just looking for any sign because it is early. So it's like there might be rubs, might not be. Some might still be in velvet.
Right.
So
there's not a ton of obvious sign at that time of year.
It's tricky. So
Do you feel like real quick? Do you feel like the white oak deal? Do you feel like that's overlooked? Because I feel like that gets drastically overlooked by a majority of bow hunters. Like they're like the deer aren't moving, the lull, and they just some people it brushes right over their head.
yeah, I would say so for sure.
Yeah. And it's not like it's just they don't have that on their property or whatever. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because there's a lot of places that I hunt that there's no oaks at all. So it's like when you do find that, sometimes there can be too much of a good thing, which I have also ran into. It's like, some spots it's like, okay, there's a couple red oaks and then a white oak mixed in. That's a pretty good spot that you want to be in. But then there's some where like this whole ridge, I mean, like white oak. So it was almost like this is almost too much. And so I didn't know also what to expect with that because it's like I'm sure there's deer here, but how do you narrow down exactly where they're going to come feed?
Yeah. And I feel like a lot of deer don't move far
No.
when they have that scenario.
No.
Same thing with like
Yeah, they don't need to.
an overabundance with beans.
Yeah.
Like if you can't get in there and hunt it.
Yeah. So the way, like where the beans were to where I realized like the bedding was maybe 300 yards. Maybe.
Which isn't far at all for a deer.
No. So they were just kind of like feeding up through, hit the acorns, last light, they'd hit the field.
Yep.
But when I had gone in there, I'm just kind of looking for any kind of rubs or anything. So I had found a couple, I don't even know what kind of trees they were, but they were like this big and they were just tore up. And I was like, okay, something's
Here we go.
Yeah, big enough where you're like,
something's here. Yeah, like big enough. It wasn't like a little sapling. So I'm like, okay, something. So I set up and sure enough, 3 bucks came out hanging out together. The one that I ended up shooting was like raking and like, doing his thing. It was really cool to see, but they were just a little bit too far. So I'm like, okay, well, I found the deer and this is after like 2 weeks of not seeing much at all. So I was like, this is where I need to
This
be.
is the spot.
This is it.
I had to make
I
a
kinda know what I'm
fine-tune
doing.
adjustment from there,
Yeah.
but
We own it.
But it
I
was,
don't have a ton of good luck on rubs.
really.
Like I know the artificial rub thing has like its own attraction, but like I feel like when I set up on rubs, and maybe I'm just missing a puzzle piece to it all, but I feel like when I set up on rubs, I just sit there bored.
I'll agree with that.
I think it depends on
I think you
the
get
time
in
of
some
year.
spots, certain times of year, there's so many rubs,
Time of
they
year.
seem random.
Time of year and what direction they're facing.
That's a big. If you get a rub line,
Yeah.
I feel like that's a little different than just rubs.
Just a
Yeah.
random
'Cause
one.
sometimes you look, you're like, I can't depict a line out of this.
100%.
You know,
Yep.
I've got one spot I used to hunt growing up, and you could stand in one spot and you could just see right on your typical downwind side. It's literally just the whole ridge along. It's
to
like
the
every-
field or from the field
Yep.
type of scenario.
It's
Yeah,
every 10 yards there's a tree in like literally in a curve along the ridge, right on the over the crest on the downwind, typical downwind side. Just boom.
if you see that, that's different. That's a hole in my game. I used to be like rub, I'll take note of it, but now I'm more scrape
Yep,
deal.
for sure.
But
Yeah.
Anyway, just-
scrapes are good too, but I think when I was in there, it was just a tick too early for like them to really be hitting scrapes too heavy.
right,
But yeah, I had seen these rubs and there were some that were facing the field and then some that were coming out. So I'm like, they got to be using this.
right.
And so I had seen them, but it was early, obviously. So it was so thick, I couldn't really tell. Like, I could see they were bucks, but like what they really were, I didn't know. Except the one I ended up shooting, I could see he had a drop tine because he had turned his head. And I was like, ooh, he's something.
Hello.
So that was really exciting. So the next day no, it wasn't the next day. I was getting really bad, like storms. I got caught in a freaking thunderstorm. That was a whole other thing. But 2 days later, same conditions. I'm like, okay, same conditions that I'd seen them. Got to get in there. Got to get a little bit closer. And I literally just walked until I saw those rubs, and I didn't quite set up on them, but I was like 20 yards off, and then my deer came out. And he was by himself, which was also kind of interesting. But anyway, came out.
What like date range are we in right now?
September, I think I shot him on the 23rd, 4th, something
Early.
there.
Good day.
So yeah, it was early.
Is that your birthday?
And now, are you
23rd.
saddle hunting, setting up on these deer?
Yeah.
Yep.
I primarily saddle hunt when I'm public because it's just easier.
Lighter.
Yeah.
For sure.
So yeah, he came in basically like 10 yards and rest is history. So
Love it.
Chili womped him.
chili womped.
Chili Womp.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah.
I'm not keeping a tally or anything.
So then that's my early season. So I'm riding this high of like this is gonna be a great year. You know,
I'm the
like
best.
I'm the best to ever do it. Like heck yeah. So
You're having DJ Khaled conversations with yourself. Driving.
yeah. Like all
We're
I
the
do
best
is win.
ever. Yeah, all I do is win. Another one. Yeah, you're doing that whole thing. Yeah.
Yep.
And then dick in the dirt.
Typical.
Pretty much.
For all of us.
Yep.
To a point, except for Lee.
Yeah. Well,
Legend.
Stop.
we can't
Chili
be that
womp.
good.
Stop it.
I have a Lee tally and I have a everyone tally.
We're gonna beat him.
Okay, I need to work on it.
Yeah, we're doing pretty good. We're doing better than we should. All right, hold on for DJ Khaled. I have them all labeled now.
That was intelligent.
So
Nice.
some of the labels are falling off, but we'll figure it out. So starting off strong, I feel like I didn't mean to like side tangent on some of the rub stuff like that, but like
you're fine.
the saddle thing specifically for women, I think is like that's like almost the magic key. Because, and in my opinion, like talking to our friend Rachel, like primarily saddle hunter, it's easier for her to carry all that shit at 4 foot fucking
Nothing.
I'm gonna underestimate her because I know she's listening. I'm gonna call her 4'9" because it'll piss her off.
Because then that's legally a midget.
Yeah.
She's not
Isn't it
4'9".
like 4'11" is illegal?
Yeah.
Rachel,
Like 4'9", 4'11".
I think
She's like
Rachel
5'1",
is
right?
4'11".
Okay.
She might be 5 foot flat, but for this sake of the show, she's 4'9". She
Noted.
prefers saddles because it's just easier.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like it makes total sense. I
Makes
feel
a
like
lot more
that's
sense.
not a thought about. Do you feel like most women saddle hunt, or do you feel like it's kind of like is it more advanced and most women haven't got into it?
Most
Not to
women
say
that I
that-
know are presets, pre-hunt.
I was gonna
Pre-season.
say, truthfully, I don't know a ton, like personally, that like go out and just hunt public on their own. So I don't know, but I would think a lot more presets, but
Yeah,
I don't know.
I didn't know how to like get out of that situation without being offensive just now.
No,
sexist
I
ass.
truly have no idea.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
But-
just what I use because
But I don't for whitetails. I don't hunt public, and I'm mostly in a saddle
yeah,
just because I'm like trying to cut angles.
sure.
You know,
Yeah. If you gotta move, it's easy.
yeah, you just do it. Yeah,
Just do it.
but I feel like for women, just with your guys' size, like the saddle game is like
Yeah, it is. I mean,
Built
when
for
I
you guys.
first started, so growing up, I only ever hunted on the ground.
Lee.
I was thinking about Garrett Goodwin.
You just threw our boy under the bus.
Sorry, Garrett. Love you, buddy.
And little guys.
yeah, and little guys. Don't just
Little guys and women.
chirp at the women.
I mean, it is lighter for sure.
It's nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Way easier.
But yeah, I only ever hunted on the ground. I never hunted out of a tree, so I never really knew what I was doing. And then when I went to college, I was like, well, I'm either gonna sit on the ground or figure it out. So I bought
You had to get high for the first time.
a ladder stand, and I lugged that
Yeah,
thing
hell yeah.
well into public. And I picked my tree, and I'm like, well, this is gonna be my tree, I guess, because I'm not moving this thing. It took me forever to get the stupid thing up.
They're a pain in the ass.
So then I like slowly
Hang
like
on in a
got lighter and lighter, and I got a lock on.
You bought
and
a
then-
ladder stand and took it into public.
I didn't know what I was doing, and I was scared to climb a tree because at that time I didn't know what climbing sticks were. Like I just
What
hunted
year
from
would
the
this have
ground.
been? What year? Roughly.
2016 or 17,
Yeah.
something like that.
How old were you been that time frame?
I was like
That's rude.
20.
Oh, is that rude to ask a lady?
Yeah.
No,
She's.
I was like 9. I was like 20.
Just harping, man.
It's rude to ask an old bitch that. It's not rude to ask a young pretty lady that. No offense to the old bitches listening. There's 0 of them. But,
Zero.
we have 3.7% of our female listeners are goth chicks. Fun fact. That's a statistic that Spotify gives us. I didn't make that up.
Oh, interesting.
It's just saying. But anyway, we're
Shout
not
out
talking.
goth
and
chicks.
92% of all statistics are made up.
We're not talking about that anyway. But that is
You brought it
like
up.
that's hardcore.
Well, I just didn't know any better. I mean, I made it work, but it sucked.
But the effort level is hardcore.
Yeah.
Did you
Yeah.
actually like mobile hunt with that ladder stand, or did you just kind of
No.
put it in one tree and be like, this is my spot for
That
the
was
year?
my tree.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
this is where I'm going to spend all my hunting.
Yeah, that was. I literally stayed in that tree. I really didn't pick a bad spot, but like hindsight, I'm like, why did I ever do that? I don't know, but yeah.
Yeah, but I also, you're just getting after it.
I think it was just like
And you didn't know.
in my head, a ladder would be the easiest to climb, and I wouldn't feel like I'd feel more secure in it. So that's why I
There's the sketchiest thing to
did
get
that.
before you put that top strap
putting
on.
it up, forget about it.
Oh,
I feel so unsafe in ladder stands. Like,
Okay, well, shout out River's Edge. They have the lockdown, which is you can put it up, and then it's hard for me to explain. You'd have to watch a video, but like you basically put the strap around it from the base, and you can like cinch it enough to where once you climb up, it's not gonna like tip on you.
no shit.
It's amazing.
I will tell you
Highly
this.
recommend.
River's Edge will always have a special place in my heart because the Geyer buck, my dad killed a giant buck in 04. He bought a $40 on sale River's Edge climber from Walmart.
Yes.
And that dude killed so many deer out of that fucking thing.
Love it.
And would pack it in, and he left it on a tree somewhere in public in Wisconsin. And listeners, search for that motherfucker
they
for
did.
me and
I
hit
remember
me
that.
up.
Really?
And they had camo tape on it. It's still, someone's got it. Someone stole it, I'm sure. But my dad passed away, right? And we never, it's somewhere. But anyway, I actually posted a picture a couple weeks ago. My dad and Jim Burns. That's you see it in the background, sit in the back of my dad's truck with like real tree camo duct tape. But anyway, because of that, I've always had this like asterisk for River's Edge in my brain.
That was the saddle hunting back then was climbers.
The River's Edge grip sticks. I don't know if they still make those.
Yeah.
those were fucking
They're
sick.
amazing.
I
Yes.
spent so much broke college money
Oh yeah,
on River's Edge grip sticks.
Yes.
those and the big game ones.
I don't know the big game ones, but I know the River's
Menards. I used to spend
Oh yeah.
all my money on Menard sticks.
Yeah.
They're cheap.
My dad hunted out of a River's Edge climber as long as I knew from growing up. That's all he
really?
did. Every
Probably the
hunt.
same climber.
And he walked in and out every day. He packed it in every single hunt.
I will say this: I've never used a climber.
Me neither.
That's all I hunted.
I've
with.
done one time in that climber, and I
Scares
about
me.
shit my pants.
Yeah, it's scary.
I was 16. It was 2006.
Yeah, so I was my first couple years.
Scared.
No, my first
scared.
couple years.
Is that
I
at my
hunted
age or at the climber?
out- No, my
Oh,
first
you're
couple
old.
years.
No,
Gross.
I used ladder stands.
Yeah.
And then once I got older, my dad was like, "Here, use this," and he gave me that climber. So
Yeah.
I only hunted out of climbers for like 6 or 8 years, and that's it.
I started hunting with Doug and his brother, so they're just like, you ain't hunting
And
out of a
bo-
ladder stand.
And both of
or-
them have tree stand injuries. So yeah, take notes from them.
Yeah.
Doug's brother.
Do
does
you
too?
work? Yeah, he fell out of a stand.
No, I didn't know that.
Do you work with River's Edge like officially? That's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Well, it is cool because when I finally said I'm tired of this ladder stand situation, I went and got like just the basic stand, and it was a River's Edge Bigfoot.
Oh, yeah,
to
yeah.
hang on.
Yep.
And I used that for years, and then I basically mobile hunted with that. I would just pull it or whatever, and like at that point, saddles weren't really back on the market to what they are now. So like I didn't know what a saddle was, and so like
Right.
that was the most mobile that I could be.
Yeah.
And
Well,
so
yeah,
I
yeah.
lugged that thing around forever, and now I work with them, which is kind of cool because
That is cool.
yeah,
Well, yeah, no one can ever call you fake for doing that.
yeah, it kind of came to fruition from those hunts. So
I will
That's
say,
awesome.
like River's Edge is the best available anywhere
yeah,
brand, in my opinion. Like,
Yeah.
and I have no affiliation with River. We run Latitude shit exclusively now, you know, and obviously it's the best shit we've ever ran. But like, if you got to go to a farm store,
yep,
like right now, for whatever reason, whatever it is,
They're going to have a River's Edge there.
yeah, like Farm King, I think handles them. But anyway, you can clip that. But yeah, I don't know. It's just cool. But the ladder stand, moving that in, like I can see how if you don't know better, that's the move. Like this is gonna be the spot I pick. I want to feel comfortable in it. That's what I would have done when I was younger too. Like I luckily had like mentors that were like,
yeah.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
don't
yeah.
do that. you know?
Yeah.
Well, that was the thing is like I had always hunted, but we sat on the ground, and I mean,
Just
my
gangster.
dad was a rifle hunter, so he didn't really ever need to be in a tree. Never
Yeah.
bow hunted, so he didn't know any different. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just what we did.
I can't feel productive on the ground. I wanna, you know,
I mean, it's a different.
it's how I'm like foundationed
Yeah.
into
Yeah.
elevated hunting.
That's not me. I feel like I miss too much.
On the ground.
Yeah, because I can't see.
Oh, that's what I
Yeah.
mean.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
yeah.
Yeah. I thought you were gonna say you feel more in tune on the ground.
No. I feel like when I'm on the ground, I miss too much. Like I can't get out there and see.
Yeah.
Like our buddy Todd is like, he loves brushing and ground blinds. He loves being like the ground floor with them. I get that angle.
Yeah.
But to me, I fuck off too much on the ground.
Oh, for sure.
You know, I'm on my phone. I'm doing other shit.
For me, it's it's like situational. Like if I feel like I just need to be right here, like I'll do it. But
if you feel like you're in the game on a certain deer, on the ground, because that's where you got to be, I feel like it's easier to be in tune. But
I've never had that situation.
That encounter I had with that deer we named Lucky, the first morning I went to hunt my deer, that was one of the coolest experiences I've had.
That 60s buck or whatever?
Yeah, he was probably like right at 60. But he was at 17 yards on the ground, and you feel like you're with them. Like,
oh yeah,
you know, you don't, in my opinion, don't feel like you're with them when you're up above them.
Agreed.
But when I was 17 yards on the ground, tucked in a brush pile, basically, it was
you're amongst
right
them.
there.
You're amongst them.
I mean, it was cool. Like, I hadn't sat on the ground.
You could have just chili womped him right there from the ground.
I could have chili womped that motherfucker.
Well, I
Glad I
relate
didn't.
because my best encounter this year was, besides shooting my deer, was on the ground. I had him at 5 yards, and it was
5.
intense.
Okay, what does this fall in line, or is this a story for more down the timeline? That
It
we're working
depends.
on?
I mean, we could
I want to keep continuing.
start from the
timeline.
beginning. We'll get back to
I keep side tangent it because I feel like it's like
it wasn't my first encounter, so we'll get to it.
Okay.
But yeah.
But I feel like, I'm sorry, I keep side tangent it, but I feel like it's interesting takes on like the fucking ladder stand on public is crazy but efficient, right? Like that's your spot. So
Yeah.
okay, so that's cool.
I made it work.
Yeah, that's cool.
What you gotta do?
It worked out in the long run. You got a partnership. You're making money out of it somehow
That's cool. Yeah.
through the your hunting lineage, I guess, of your personal. I'm stretching it now. I got
Lineage?
Yeah.
My legacy?
Your legacy. Lineage was not the right term. If your dad is like, my dad passed this down to me. It's old rusty stand. The bottom ladders broke off. Anyway, okay, moving on. So you're hustling. I just want to know when I need to hit play on this video because I want to talk through this video, but I think we're still building up to this.
What title is it? Because my hunt was in 2 parts.
Okay, we're on.
My biggest. Okay, so yeah, this is.
Is this the right one?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the kill one, but there was a lot. There was part 1 that had like a lot of.
Well, I can rock this whenever. I'll just rock this, but I want to play into it too because we're kind of doing on this specific deer. Wait, no.
Wait,
I'm fucked up right now.
my biggest deer. Nope, this isn't the right one actually. This is okay. This is the deer. That deer is the one that I had talked about the last episode. So I
was on the right video.
I got him.
But I missed your bow buck.
But that's not this year's deer.
That was last year, right?
That was 2024.
This one.
Yes, that one was this year. And then that's part 1 on this end, which we don't need to watch that. I cry a lot.
Now we should watch it.
Actually, I cry a lot in both of them, so it really doesn't even matter.
I've cried a lot on record. This is the one.
That's the one.
That's the
shot.
public buck.
The public buck.
Back up just a hair. Yeah.
Just a tick.
Do you feel like a lot of people see the? Well, I won't bring it up. I don't.
What?
I don't
say it.
The spikes, and then they just skip to that. Do you see that?
What do you mean?
Like where the kill is?
Oh, like where they just click on that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Fast forward.
Maybe. I don't look that closely.
Can you see that?
Do you find?
You can. Yeah.
You can, yeah. Look, you can see it on here. Watch.
It's like most replayed or something.
Do you feel like the more you do YouTube and more you're in the outdoor industry and more you put out content, the less concerned with numbers you are?
The thing is, I don't think I've ever truly been concerned with the numbers.
Okay, I want to talk about this because I feel like in the podcast scene, and because it's fairly new, right? Like the last decade. I mean, we've been doing 11 years. Will be I would year cost to be our 11-year anniversary. Mm-hmm. So a decade when it's been mainstream, but even probably 6 years it's been like mainstream. Yeah. Everyone was like, what are your numbers? What are your numbers? What are your numbers? Well, we got to a certain point almost like they're good. I'm having fun. I'm not looking at them.
Yeah, we used to look at them all the time.
So someone asked me now, like, what do you do? What do you do? It's a month. What do you do a month in downloads? I'm like, I don't know.
Couldn't tell you.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And then it's always, I almost feel unprofessional
By not knowing?
By not knowing.
Yeah, agreed.
And my answer is, I know they're good. I'm not worried about them.
Yeah.
Because I know what our following is. Like, I know what the WCB
chili womp
family
that, yeah.
is.
Chili womped right there.
Do you know what I mean?
Look at, if you didn't see that rack on that deer, how old would you think he was?
2.
Literally, I thought he was like a yearling. I'm like, he's so skinny. But then I walked up, I'm like, okay, he's a little bit bigger. But like on the hoof, I was like, is this the same deer that I saw the other day? I really had to thread the needle.
Oh,
but
yeah. You did it right there.
Great shot, though.
Great shot.
Thank you.
And right on the camera. That's fucking impressive. I forget about the camera. I fucked up our whole Unhinged series for this fall for whitetails. I just fucked
forget
up.
about
I
it?
just fucked up. I had my kids, when I shot my first buck, I had my kids with me, and I had one camera running in the blind. I forgot to hit my POV camera, and
I think I've just been doing it long enough that I like kind of have my system down and like.
I think if I would have been alone,
Yeah.
I would have remembered the program, but I'm like, shut up, kids. I love you. Don't talk. Clyde, chew your Cheetos less loud, you know, like. You know what I mean? Yeah. We watched the video back, and Clyde never put the Cheetos down. I'm full draw, and I shoot this deer, and Clyde's like, he never
Just going to town.
Dude, and when he's older, we're gonna laugh so hard at that video.
Yeah.
It's like
That's the best though.
you just don't give a fuck. It's like, oh my god, I'm so glad.
Has no idea what's happening.
Yeah, you know, my daughter is like, you see her like, she takes off her hat and she kind of like peeks right when I shoot. So it's just funny, you know. But anyway,
That's fun.
yeah. So like, do you feel like you never stress about your analytics or anything like that?
Yeah. I would say like kind of similar to you guys, like when I first started. And
because you're trying to like present it and shit like that.
It was always like, oh, here's my media kit, like for
Yeah.
different brands or whatever. And so I would pay attention. But anymore, like my stuff is pretty consistent. Like I don't ever have like steep highs and lows. So I'm like, I know what it roughly is.
You're
like,
doing good. Yeah.
I'm not worried about it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it was never about like having a channel that's like gonna be something. It became something, but like it's always just been I like doing this. And so
I feel like you're one of the. I don't want to. This is gonna sound bad. I'm gonna say it anyway, but I don't agree with it. Right? This is what I do on our show, and it seems like I've been doing it a lot lately. Here's the thing: I'll catch myself saying something I know has holes in it, but I'm gonna double down. I'll just say it anyway, and then we'll talk about the holes in it.
Okay.
Because what the fuck, right?
Yeah.
It's just honest. I feel like you're one of the few people that is doing it because you love it and doing it for YouTube. Now, obviously, now that I thought about that and I didn't think about it, you see the holes in it. There's a lot of people that do media and love it and love the aspect of making the media around it.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people that got into it because of whatever the fucking angle is, a boyfriend, a husband, a fling, and then they like, oh man, I could make an angle in this outdoor industry deal, and you question their passion for it. Maybe that's less common
agree.
now.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And also there is holes in that, and I understand it.
There's a lot of people that are wired to be behind a video camera. I mean, if you ask Josh, he's like, for a while, he was like, I would rather have a camera in my hand than a bow.
Well, we all know Hunter. Well, that's not even accurate either. I'm fucking. I'll just say what I was going to say again. Here, like,
Here we go.
There's hunters and killers, and then there's people who like laying it down. You've always said you're a hunter, not a killer. I consider myself more. I like to kill animals more than hunt them. And then there's people who like to make pretty stuff with content and video and photo out of it.
Yeah.
I mean, yes. I think mine's kind of a combination. Like, yes, I like to kill things.
That deer's badass. Also,
Yeah, it
Thank
is.
you.
That point out the back is cool.
Yeah, he just had so much trash.
that buck did not look that big.
Okay,
I'm walking
right,
by,
right.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying. When I shot him, I'm like, is that even the same deer that I saw the other night? But yeah, he was pretty cool.
And that's public.
Yep,
That's pretty gangster.
Early season.
super. Oh my gosh,
Look at his
I was
coat.
drenched in sweat.
Yeah.
His coat actually was super pretty, like very beautiful. And I
Still
Did you shoulder mount that deer?
no,
You didn't.
I've kind of limited myself because like I've been shoulder mounting all my Iowa deer, and I'm like, it's getting a little expensive, but.
You need a taxidermy
need-
partnership.
Yeah. Shout out TK.
What's up?
We use the same time.
We use the same tax.
Hey, Talk to your boys.
We got a guy.
I know that
I don't know,
text
he
is
just-
very good.
Yeah,
He's
he's
a-
good and he's one of my friends. That's
Yeah.
I know Sam Gaylord
He's
respects
very
him.
good.
If I didn't have my personal relationship with him, I would use Old Barn. But
If
I've known
Sam
him for a
Gaylord
long
from
time.
Old Barn respects he respects a lot of taxidermists. But
They gotta be really good.
if he speaks highly, I'm like, yeah, cool.
Yep.
You know, there's that's a boundary we haven't crossed because of like how good your taxidermist
Yeah.
is.
I'm picky too. Like
You gotta
gotta be good.
There's no excuse for shit taxidermy nowadays.
No.
With the technology and the content that's available, you can't be cranking out bug-eyed whitebtails.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them, brother.
There's a lot of them. And you know when you go to the
Walk
Iowa Deer
around at
Class, you're like,
Yeah.
God,
Yeah. Looks like it's out
hell
of
is
the
that thing?
like out of the 70s or something. Like,
yeah.
nope, that was done last year. Whoa.
What the hell?
They look like they're at an ice protest. You know what I mean? You're just like, God, them things look fucking unlaid. Those things would get pussy if they tried. That's the
Unlaid.
problem with protests nowadays. Nobody there is getting pussy.
I've never heard unlaid before.
Well, now you have.
That's awesome. I
Mark
love
it.
it.
Unlaid.
Here's where most of your people, like your family
They're gonna
demographic,
start tuning
has
out.
to turn this
Yeah.
off.
But
What
that's
the
pretty
hell?
funny. Come on,
is pretty
give me a little bit of comedic relief on that one. You know, it's like you go. Never mind. We'll just keep going. Great buck, Caitlin. That's a great buck.
Thank
I'm
you.
sure if you would have mounted him, he would have looked like he wasn't at a protest.
Yeah.
Yeah, of some kind. You know.
I don't know anymore. Like I kind of I full body or like shoulder mount the bigger ones.
Yeah.
That one went, I think 133 roughly.
Yeah.
It? With all the junk and everything? I'd have said it was bigger than that.
I mean, his main tines are pretty average.
But even like a euro is like a nice thing because you euro.
Yeah,
them.
a euro.
What's
yeah.
cool about you can like something about handling them adds like another like aesthetic
It's just cool.
to them.
Yeah.
It's cool.
And
I don't have a lot of euros.
I don't
I'm gonna euro more now moving
Yep.
forward.
really. Well, and I'm sure you can kind of see like he had some velvet that kind of was like dried on, which was also pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like kind of on that drop tine, he didn't rub it off fully. So
Right.
and there was like I don't know a piece hanging somewhere, but
the red
he was just a
forehead's
cool,
cool.
deer. Yeah, just a cool deer.
Yeah. Congrats. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Hustling. You're just out there,
Out there doing it. Yep.
How many women are doing that? Like just you or what? Like, I mean, really though, like not hating. There's other women doing it throughout the country.
Sure.
But like who did it in Missouri? I mean, a few probably, but like not many. It's
There's
just
not many that
it
are
doesn't get
hustling
enough
as hard as you are.
It doesn't get enough like credit, I don't think. But I think it doesn't get enough credit because people are scared to give credit because of like what I mentioned earlier with like the content thing.
Well, I have no idea. I would say there are more than you would think, but they're probably not filming it and like they're not that I know of anyway. Like I don't know anybody who's like in the industry who's also doing kind of like what I'm doing, which not to sound I don't want to sound any kind of way, but like I'm sure there are women who are like hardcore and do it. They're just not online.
We got a couple chicks lined up for 2026 that I'm pretty stoked about to have on that
Really?
I think like that's one thing with WCB. I'm trying to, and it's like I don't even know how to slice it because it's tough not to sound shitty because I'm not considering all aspects of it. But when we have women on, because there's like the fucking Matt Busbus ruined it with the lover likes thing, dude. Like, and Matt, like ever since he did that show with us, we've learned to love him and whatever, we become friends. But like our goal is to like focus on legit people in the space.
Yep.
Men or women, as long as they're doing it from like a good angle,
Right.
whatever their angle is, as long as it's from like good intention. But like when it comes to women, especially, if we can focus on giving the legit ones a platform, we angle it there. And I feel like the lineup we have for 26 is really good.
It's really good.
Cool.
But I'll tell
Excited for
you,
it.
we have one lined up where I got messages from other women like, "Can't believe you're going to have her on, and when you want to have legit women on." And I'm like, "You're proving my point."
Really?
Right? Yeah, and I'll give you the tea after. But when this girl comes on the show, we'll probably talk about it on the show with her at the end. Like I want to give her like show.
Yeah.
But this chick that we have planned is like pretty rad, like a killer, unapologetic. Like,
Cool.
yeah, I dye my hair. Yeah, I do this, but I'm fucking out there hustling.
Out there
Yeah,
killing
who
it.
Pretty
cares?
cool. I bet
Yeah.
you know her. I would assume you know her.
Okay.
But, and we'll talk about it after. But that's like our goal. That's our angle. You know what I mean with the
Yeah.
woman thing. It's like I think If I wanted to just have bimbos in here, we'd do that. 'Cause that'd be fun too, you know?
Wouldn't be hard.
Yeah. Wouldn't be hard. It'd be actually kind of funny. Like, but we have some chicks like ask me, I'm like, I don't know what to talk to you about, but your OnlyFans. And then then what do we do there? Yeah. Because I have to bring it up.
Awkward.
You know what I mean? Like, if I know you have it,
we're not gonna
not talk about it.
I'll talk about it.
That's what I mean.
I'll subscribe 2 days before you roll in, and then I'll bring it up on the show. Maybe a month before, just to really get familiar with it. Yeah, expense.
That's an expense.
Tax write-off, brother.
Sorry, that's fucked up. But
No, I get it.
I'm actually not sorry, but you know.
Here we are.
Sorry, not
What
sorry.
do you want from me? You know?
Just here having fun, brother.
But, you know, as we chip through, sorry, Caitlyn, we're covering a lot of great ground here, okay?
She knew what she was getting into. She's been here before.
Correct.
This is your third time here.
Yeah.
She came back.
I'm on your
Chris.
intro.
You're on the intro.
You made the intro.
Honorary. Hold on. I heard a rumor. Can we address this?
Oh, no.
Great.
I didn't want to do this to you on air.
But you're going to.
But like I said, I get to talking. I don't think about what I'm going to say. And then you know what? I say it and then I got to bring it up.
Okay.
I'm sorry ahead of time.
Scared.
She's so nervous.
I don't know what it could be.
I heard that you are talking about showing up for episode 800.
Oh my gosh. My heart just sank.
She was so worried, dude. You had her so fucking worried.
I know. I do. I saw her face.
I'm like, what could it be?
She
What's
went
it-
ghost
Back
flight.
everything I've ever done in my life.
I think whatever's about to come out of your mouth, she was about to walk out of here.
This is where I get up and like go to my car.
Go take a poop.
She's gotta have a breather quick.
Oh my gosh.
I knew you were shitting yourself when I did that.
I was like, what could it be?
That's what I heard. I don't know.
Yeah, you know, rumors go around.
Okay.
So
Just saying.
you never
The
know.
thing is, it's like, if you did it hypothetically, it's like, what hour are you going to show up on? Like 1 or 8,
I mean,
you know?
hypothetically, probably towards the beginning, I would think.
I don't know. I have to take it up with the
You
committee.
know? So then I could just
see.
hang out all day, just chill.
Did you
party.
submit an application yet?
No, because I'm not sure if I'm going to do it.
Okay. It's like a lottery, though, so you got to like apply.
Oh,
Doesn't
really?
know if it's worth her time.
How many points do I need?
I think you could probably draw 0 if you put in.
Oh, those are good odds. Cool.
Yeah, you could probably
This is
draw
over the
0.
counter
Cool.
studio.
Yeah, over the counter.
No, you still have to apply, but it's like you'll get it.
You'll get it.
you know?
Yeah. It's like what Kansas
It's like
used to
Kansas,
be.
yeah.
Yeah, but now
Yeah.
you should probably be putting in, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. That's what I heard. Someone told me that. Some guy at NWTF told me that. And I was like, oh, that's news to me, brother. Never heard that.
Nice. I love when people talk about me. It's great.
Yeah. Yeah. Things are good.
There's a rumor. You about had a heart attack,
It's
didn't
like, what could it be?
You might have a future in podcasting, you know, if you stick at it. You know?
Yeah.
800
Everybody else has one. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah. Literally everyone.
podcast equipment needs to be more expensive. And I've only seen that in our comments. You know, that's what people have been saying to us, that they need to raise the price of podcast equipment. And I'm like, yeah, I agree. I don't know why you're commenting that on our stuff. But
What's that to do with anything?
yeah, what do you mean?
Yeah,
No.
doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, so I can't afford it? I don't really understand. You know?
Haters.
Moving on. September, big buck. We took you on some tirades. We had some laughs.
Yeah.
What's next on the line? So you're riding a high. You're the best to ever do it. DJ Khaled.
Yep. Going into Iowa, October 1.
Sorry, I delayed.
October 1. And this was a deer that I actually only knew for a year. And I had 2 or 3 encounters with him in 2024. So there were 3 deer that I was like wanting to shoot in 2024. I killed the big one and then what would be like number 3. So this deer would be like my number 2. And I almost killed him. Doe picked me off and it just didn't work out. So fast forward to this year.
Fucking does.
Yeah, I know. So fast forward to this year, and he was obviously really the only deer that I wanted to shoot. I had a couple like mature bucks, but nothing like rack wise like that he had. So I kind of just told myself, all right, I'm either shooting this deer or nothing. And
Dang, went after one.
yeah, it was a decision, but I told myself like I really want to learn him, specifically because I didn't have any history with him, and well, not much. and I just thought it would be a really like cool goal to accomplish. I either get him or I don't.
Right.
So
It's a grind. Dude.
But even like if a surprise buck shows up, that's a gangster.
I mean, if it would have been like a total hammer, yeah, I would shoot it. But I didn't have that.
That's
so.
the thing you have to like question yourself on when you make that commitment to this deer. You have to like think like, because it's a wall. When we have the conversation about, it's like, what if a 170 fucking 10 rolls in? What do you gotta? That's a deer. It's tough to fucking.
I think it depends on how big
dying.
the deer is.
Yeah,
You know?
the deer you're targeting.
The deer you're targeting. Like the year I chased junk brow, I had that whole November 10th thing. I had 2 other booners, but I was like, no, this deer is going to be a giant. I've seen him.
Yeah.
Right.
You know.
But you have to. That's a big.
Well, and
roll
I
that through
think
your head before.
It's a mental hurdle.
I think this kind of goes back to what you said earlier about like some people are hunters and some people are killers. I think I would lean towards I'm a hunter.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I want to kill, but like I really enjoy the process of it. I look at hunting like a puzzle, and it's like, okay, I have this piece, I have this piece, I have this piece. What am I missing? How can I fit these pieces together?
Outsmarting them
to make it work and be successful. So, and then if I'm not successful, what was I missing? You know? So like my brain just processes things like that's just what I love. So by doing that, it was like, okay, I'm gonna focus on this deer. I'm gonna learn everything about him specifically and see if I can make it happen. And yeah, he certainly made me work for it. I think I in total had 8 encounters with him.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
Yeah. And the cool thing about like specifically targeting one deer is like they're all different. They all have different personalities. They all have different quirks. Like, yes, at the end of the day, they're all whitetails and they're going to do whitetail things. But
yeah, you can dumb them down as much as you want, but when you're hunting them, it almost seems like that's not a thing to dumb them down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you mentally create an aura around their intelligence,
Yeah.
right? So, okay.
But like every deer that I've hunted, specifically in Iowa, because I have the opportunity to hunt mature deer there, they've all been different. And like they've all had their own quirks and like things that they literally lived and died by. So this deer, again, I had 8 encounters with him, which in and of itself taught me like maybe I'm not putting as much pressure on them as I thought I was, because I literally didn't take any days off. There might have been a handful of days that I took off from October 1 to December 21 when I killed him. And so that I thought was interesting because like you always think, oh, don't overpressure. And I would agree with that. But like this deer specifically didn't seem to mind me being in there. And you can't tell me for as much as I was in there that he didn't know I was in there. You know what I mean?
So do you think like when you had an encounter with him, 8 times, out of the 8 times, how many times do you think he knew you were there?
Maybe half. Half. I mean, I obviously hunted smart and I wasn't trying to like have him go downwind or whatever, but like there's a few times that like I had set up a ground blind about halfway through the season because I needed to kind of get in this corner and there's no trees. And I think every time I would sit there, he knew I was there. And then there was one day, I forget what day it was, but I had a camera that was like kind of up on top of the hill. And then there was one that was like in the woods behind the blind. And it was a south wind, which I learned he always bedded right up on top with the south wind. And I had left midday to go get lunch. And he left his bed, came out, went downwind of the blind, hit that camera, turned around, I don't know, within an hour, and it was back up in before I came back. And I had seen those photos come through. And I'm like, was he winding, like going to check to see if I was still in the blind? Like, maybe not, but it just felt like...
Or he's seen you leave.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think he was keeping tabs on me as much as I was on him. So it was just like interesting to like really see a deer do that, you know? So anyway, it was kind of wild, but
that deer was definitely fucking with you.
I think he was, like, truly.
Well, I mean,
you don't have that many encounters, and
it makes you wonder if they're a lot smarter than you actually give them credit for.
I think especially on public ground. I know this wasn't public, right?
No, this one wasn't.
But I think when you're hunting public ground, like when I first moved to where I'm at now, I hunted public for like 2 or 3 years before I got permission, some better permission pieces, and you almost had to hunt in my opinion, hunt the people sign
Yeah.
more than you did the deer sign.
Yeah.
You had to get away from the people, or, you know, a couple of the pieces I hunt, you know, everybody has to dive all the way back in as far as you can go. I had some of the best sits hunting public ground 100 yards from the parking lot.
Yeah.
Deer are fringe animals, man, at a basis.
Because
you know?
all the human sign was as far back as you could go. And there was no tree stands or nothing within like the first 400 to 500 yards of the parking lot.
Right.
Yeah.
And all my good sits were within
Right there.
100 to 200 yards of the
Yeah.
parking lot.
Yeah.
And I will say, like, of those encounters, like, it was anywhere from 5 yards to 100 yards. So, like, they were all very close. Most of them within 60-ish, like, literally just out of bow range for where I would be comfortable shooting.
Yeah. Yeah.
He'd just walk on by, and I had to watch him, and it sucked, but it was just really
He's just
interesting.
doing the
just
parade wave as he walks by.
flicking his tail, like,
Hello.
Look at my ass.
yeah.
Promiscuous.
It's tough with like, oh man, that like mental chess, it eats me up. I love it.
I love it too. But yeah, it's, I mean, especially as many days as I sat, it was a grind. I was literally delirious by the end of it. And I'm like, I can't take a day off. I can't take a day off. But I also have a new neighbor this year, and he put a big redneck, like really close to the property line. I'm like, this guy's going to come out opening day of shotgun and shoot my deer.
how it works.
I just know this, I have
He's
to
gonna
hunt him.
come out and chili womp that
You know?
thing, ain't he?
Yeah, he's going to chili womp him. So I was like, I need to hunt him as much as I can.
Lee?
I have definitely said chili womp more than twice this whole podcast.
Yeah, he says like
Yeah.
6.
I'm up to like 6.
You're right. All right, I got a lot going on over here. I'm running the mixer.
You just push the horn button the whole time. That's all you did.
You know what? I'm fucking running the mixer, Eric. You're not running it, all right? I'm trying to
steer this podcast?
I'm steering the podcast, running the mixer. I'm taking
you
tally
want me to push
notes. Yeah, hit the horn button just once.
All
So
right,
you
one
did
just-
something. There you go.
See,
Thank you.
now I'm running the mixer. What's up?
Yeah. What's up?
All I do is win.
Yeah. We the best. I need to add that on there. Some
yeah.
DJ Khaled fucking producer tags. It's
Another one.
another one. It's just all DJ Khaled.
That needs to be in there. Another one.
Just we got some fun stuff. We got a gobble. We got a we got
Oh, you knocked the sign off it.
here. We got a chirp. That's my favorite one. We got this one. I like this one. Bruh. I like that one a lot.
Bruh.
What's this one?
Applause.
Oh, that's applause. I like that one.
Bruh.
That one's fun. My kids do that because they hear it on
Bruh.
YouTube. You know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
hunting deer will wear you out.
Yeah.
Especially hunting specific deer.
One deer, yes.
Did you know the neighbor, like at all? Do you think the
New
neighbor
guy.
knows you?
I hope not.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, we
But
won't
I
bring
don't
it up
know.
again.
I have no idea, but I hope not.
Okay.
But he's very clearly like a shotgun hunter, and I just knew he wasn't in there in bow season. But he had a trail camera right on the property line, you know, classic. And I'm like, he's got to know about this deer. Like, there's no way he
Classic.
doesn't.
Yeah. You would think, right?
You would think.
He has a picture. Yeah.
A picture at least. So, I mean, a lot of the bedding, at least where this deer was, is on the neighbors. So it's like
He's definitely got it
he's
on.
got to know about the deer.
For sure, you'd think. All right, let me ask you this: in this whole process, do you have a circle of people you're like bouncing moves and ideas off of, or you're just solo on your own doing the thing?
Yes.
That's gangster.
He's out there doing it.
When I leave, I call Lee, I call the boys, I call my buddy Todd. I'm like, I'm a fucking idiot. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Don't know
My
what
life
you're doing.
sucks. I'm quitting hunting.
Yeah.
I'm terrible at bow hunting. I should have this deer killed in 3 sits.
Yeah.
You know, it's not, I know, I don't
I mean,
say that.
I definitely like.
Yes, you do.
I feel like I should have it killed. I've never said that.
Just kidding.
I should say it, just start being harder on myself. But
I mean, I definitely like talk. I've even talked to Lee a little bit about him. Like, I'll have conversations here and there, but for the most part, no, I don't really.
you don't have a like a committee that you go to? Really?
I
Brother,
don't
she
have any
posted
friends.
this thing on her Instagram story with like the antlers blurred out.
Oh, I blur him out.
and I
like-
was like, all right, show me the deer. She's like, no.
Let me
I'm
see
like,
the dick pics.
I'm like,
Yeah.
what? Just send me a picture of the deer.
That
Just wanna
bothers you
see-
so much,
so
don't it?
Yeah, you should be like, Lee, you should be like, I'll show you mine if you show me yours. 'Cause
yeah, no kidding.
he had way more
He's
of a
over
secret
here
to hide.
crying about a 190 that got shot, and I'm like, oh, I feel so sorry for you. I'm sorry.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
But I find that fascinating, actually.
Yeah.
Why?
There's so many plans that I make with Kurt,
boys?
Eric, Todd. Like, what do you guys think? Like, here's the map.
I think it's
I'm
fun
usually
to have
I'm usually
that.
the one giving other people advice. Truthfully,
Oh, you need to meet some bitches.
I need bitches.
You need to meet some bitches.
Meet some bitches.
I mean,
need some bitches.
maybe you need bitches. I don't know what you're into, but you need to meet some bitches.
I fucking knew that was coming.
You need to meet, like, I got some bitches you need to meet. And I mean bitches with all due respect.
Well, fine.
Rachel's one. You've talked to
I've
Rachel.
talked to her. Yes.
But, like, Rachel's legit.
Yeah.
Like,
she
I
seems
bounce
legit.
ideas off Rachel, you know? Like, she's one of my post-hunt calls, pre-hunt calls. Her and her husband, Andy. I'm like, hey, I'm an idiot. This is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
saw
But
you
I think
hunting.
that's fun to, like, check in with them throughout the process, you know? Like,
Yeah.
you watch some more unhinged stuff. I shoot a deer. I'm like, to my phone. It's like the community.
Oh, I mean, people know about me hunting specific
yeah.
deer or whatever. But as far as like strategy, no, that's like I
Just
get
do your
locked
thing.
in.
Listen,
and
I'm not trying to interrupt your thing, but I'm just surprised you don't have a committee.
I don't.
The committee is the part of the fun, I think.
It is.
No, I think I like hunting and being in the tree and like figuring it out on my own is like part of the satisfaction, I think, for me.
She don't want a committee.
See, I think the committee is like you're still figuring it out on your own, but you're like communicating, like you're talking about it, and then your buddy
He's harping
shares.
on you hard.
No, I'm not harping. I just think it'd be like
She don't want a committee.
I'm
Leave her
surprised.
alone.
I'm surprised.
God damn.
Don't want a
I'm
committee.
surprised. I'm surprised. I thought you
I'm
would have a
just
committee.
I'm pretty secretive about like the deer I hunt and like I don't
No, that's
I don't
fair.
share that kind of stuff really until I kill them and then it's like
Yeah,
okay,
no
this
one's
is what
getting
I
trail
did.
cam pictures, but like the boys.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But
There was like 6 people that knew about.
I just
at
thought
most
you
about
being
the
like
deer.
you're more high profile than you lead on, like as far as like in the space. I just thought you would have a committee by default.
I don't.
Wow, I'm surprised by that.
I've always just done my own thing. Like I'm
not hating. I'm just
No,
surprised.
I know. I'm just saying like I've never I don't know. I just
I mean, I think it's cool.
No, it's really cool. It's
you-
way more impressive. But I just was like, oh yeah, I got a few people that
yeah.
we bounce game plans off of as well.
Yeah, I mean here and there, but not in general, no. Not really.
You don't even talk to Chris about it? Like, hey,
Sometimes. But no,
damn, you cold as ice.
not really.
Cold blooded. I like
think-
it.
I
I
mean,
respect it.
Truthfully, like I think I'm just so used to hunting public and like really having to figure them out that not that I was easy, but like it's different when you have a private lease that like you don't have to overpressure them if you don't want to, or like it's I don't know, it's just different. And so like I think that's half the fun for me is just like going in and figuring them out, and like if I get them, cool.
I respect the fuck out of it. Do you think on public? Do you think you kind of can fuck around a little bit more because it's public and just whatever? And I'm not saying you fuck around, but do you like kind of let it loose a little looser than you want? Like hunting this big deer on private, you're a little more.
You're not as stressed out about it.
You're not stressed out. You're a little more
No.
calculated.
Well, a lot of the public that I hunt, like I don't have trail cameras out or anything like that, so like I don't know what's in there. I mean, who knows?
You just go by what you see and you're
I
getting
go
in
off
there.
of sign and I could just kind of figure it out. And if I see a deer I want to shoot, cool. If not, move on or whatever.
Yeah.
Where on the lease, it's like I know what deer are in there. I know what deer I want to go after, or
All right, and do you feel
one X amount of deer that I'm willing to shoot.
right? And do you feel the difference is you're limited to the space? Because I've always said that there's a different skill set to hunting a 40-acre public or private, 40-acre private, and like whatever it is on public.
Yeah.
Right? You're not as intrusive on that. You let more of the
Yeah.
e-scouting do the work, and you're more methodical.
I'm a lot more aggressive on public, I guess I would say, until like I feel like I can kill on like the lease. And like the way my property's kind of laid out, it's like a big chunk of timber in the middle and then just kind of like fingers that come out and then just ag, obviously.
Right.
So the big chunk in the middle, I do not go in there ever.
Right.
I'll shed
Sanctuary
hunt it or
style.
something, but like hunting, I leave it alone. It's
No
a
fly
safe
zone.
haven, bedding. Like I will not go in there. And I also think that kind of contributed as like to how many encounters that I had with him is because he felt safe in there.
Yeah, for sure.
And like I do that deliberately so that way like, okay, maybe I did bump him down here, but he knows if he goes in here, he's not gonna get my scent. He's not gonna be pressured. Like that's where he can go because I don't want him to go to the neighbors, you know?
Yeah, totally.
So
Yeah, he goes
He's
in there.
safe in
he's-
there. He's going to come out there eventually too.
yeah. So I definitely hunt it differently just because of that. Like I want him to stay on the property versus like public. It's like okay, I bump a random deer, I'll go find another one, or
Right.
maybe I can adjust and come
Yeah.
back, let it rest and come back or something. So
Totally, yeah.
it is different strategy for sure.
Definitely. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I always thought it would be. Like, we don't hunt, if at all. I mean, I know Lee has. I know Austin's. I don't ever hunt, especially in Illinois, public for whitetail. Well, I have just so much time and money and effort invested in deer that I'm working on.
I get it.
Yeah.
I've done it here and there, and it's not fun.
Yeah, I can.
I do not enjoy it.
I get it. I respect it. No hate.
I do enjoy it, but it's different. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think for me too is like I'm not just trying to fill like one tag a year. Like I like to go to different states and different properties, and like
Yeah.
I have an appreciation for both.
Yeah.
There's different styles of hunting, and I like
Relative for where you're at and
Yep.
stuff like that. Yeah, that makes sense.
Both. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I find it interesting the mindset on dissecting the hunt. That's why I'm shocked that you. I just assumed you had a committee. But I feel like most people like strive for the committee. You know what I mean? Most people like want the hunting,
the hunting camp feel.
the community. Like that's just what we get from like messages from people who listen.
I think it's because we hear that so much. Like, I don't have that hunting camp. I don't have no one to bounce ideas off of. I think that's just
Yeah,
because we're just so used to it.
No,
yeah.
I don't know. I like to do my own thing. It's kind of
rad.
I don't know. I feel like, and it could just be because I'm kind of like in the public and I have a lot of messages and like comments and all these things that it's just a lot of like noise. So when I go hunt, that's me time.
You tone it out.
Tone it out. I don't, it's on me.
Yeah, I get it. Totally get it.
And I like that.
Yeah,
I like that feel. It's just, I don't know. It's a different satisfaction. It's like I did it.
You're truly solo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, every now and then I'll have somebody film or whatever randomly, but like, yeah, I do it.
It's 100% by yourself.
Fucking gangster.
It is gangster
It's
as
super
fuck.
rad.
Yeah.
My bad on coming down on you. My bad on coming down on you on the committee thing.
No, it's fine. I don't know. I never
like-
really thought about it, to be honest. I just
Yeah.
never had a reason.
And I would say, like, from our standpoint, typically, like, when I bounce an idea off you, you're like, yeah, looks good, man. Sounds good. Same for you versus me. Like, hardly are we ever like, that's fucking stupid.
Well, that's
What
the
are you
thing.
thinking?
I would never fucking do that.
I think that's
I've
the
done
thing.
it once or twice to you, but
I think we just want the confirmation that I'm not a fucking dipshit. I'm not overthinking this. Like, is this idea good or
Yeah,
not?
yeah.
Well, my thing is just fun to talk about.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I
think-
love the strategy of hunting a deer.
Yeah.
Like I love the even though we don't need to put this aura of intelligence on whitetails, it's fucking really fun to do that.
It's real.
If you put a mythical being aura on an animal and you can kill him with a bow and arrow, it's fucking way cooler. If you had the ideas like these things are stupid, they're just goats. Eventually, you just sit there long enough, you're gonna shoot the
You'll
fucking
walk
thing.
by.
It wouldn't be the same thing.
It would
Like,
never be the same.
half the enjoyment is the mental barrier you put on what it is, right? Like you see a deer run across. You talk to someone who doesn't give a shit about whitetails or deer hunting. I see them in my yard all the time. Oh yeah, my uncle hit a big one with his truck. Hunt on the road. You kill one there. It's just like
Right.
This should be easy, killer. You down on my bird feeder every night in the backyard.
you can definitely clear who lacks or see who clearly lacks respect for them the way they talk about them, and then when someone really respects them, you just paint this aura on them.
Yeah.
And that's what the aura is. What almost makes it kind of like it elevates the experience a little bit. I think.
Makes it more exciting. Yeah.
I'm fine with painting aura on whitetails, man.
This is the one I couldn't draw back on later in the season.
That's a wide sucker.
Oh yeah.
How old's that deer? We want to talk about it. We got some age conversations going on.
Let's get through her kill.
I'm side questing, man. That's what makes it fun.
How old do you think he is? I know roughly.
4,
No, he's older than that.
5.
I would say 6.5 from that quick little.
He's thick
snippet.
bodied. He's thick
He's
bodied.
at least 6. Because I've had this
Six,
property
boy.
like 4 years and I've known him the whole time.
Some deer are hard to tell.
Yeah.
They are.
And it depends on when you're seeing them and how you're seeing them.
He's kind of a junker though. Like he has literally had the exact same rack. He got wider this year, but like even the tines, everything has been the exact same every single year.
He's a junker.
That's another thing. Like,
I mean,
sidetrack.
like as far as he's never grown.
No, I know. It's
Yeah, he's just what he is.
He is what he is. He's old.
It's a funny
so like,
description to
I
put on
could
a
have
deer.
killed him there, but I was like, I literally said, I hope I don't regret that.
He's a clunker.
like the aura thing that you were talking about. I think that like from the passing of deer, not every deer is going to be a 170-inch deer.
No.
Like,
No, definitely not.
I've got buddies that will pass a deer at like 5 that's like 160 something, which yes, they do have bigger deer to hunt, but they're like, well, maybe he'll get bigger. Maybe he'll get bigger. That buck I killed with my shotgun like 2 years ago, he was 145 to 152-inch 10-pointer from the time he was 3.5 till I killed him at 6.5. Never grew more than about 5 inches.
Here's the thing. None of us are 6 foot fucking 2. We're not just pulling pussy when we walk into a bar. Everyone's mad at us. Honestly, just being 5'10". We're 130
Unless
bucks,
you're
brother.
in France.
Yeah, unless we're in southern Brazil.
That hurt my feelings. Hurt.
Hey, I'm the same guy. Like,
I'm just kidding.
it's what it is. Most deer like want to be 130 to 140 in the states that we're in genetically. Anything above that's a specimen. You know, like
oh, for sure.
so you got to think
Or
about
they
that.
do like my archery buck from 2024. He was 6.5 when I killed him, according to the teeth. I think he was 6.5 though. But he was bigger at 5.5, so he was going downhill at 6.5, which I thought was interesting because I feel like that's soon.
A lot of it depends on year too.
Right.
Moisture,
Rain, yeah.
rain, moisture, rain, yeah,
Moisture
same
and
thing.
rain.
They're kind of the same thing.
Precipitation.
I think
Weather.
actually we can talk about this later about my buddy that you.
Yeah, let her get to our story, dude.
Sorry.
No, that was it. I was just saying he went downhill at 6.5. So
Yeah, it's
yeah.
interesting. It's good.
I'm sure environment.
And I only said that let her get to her story because you just did that to me like 2 minutes ago. Yeah. That's the fun thing about them. There's so many variables, you know, and
There
like
is.
you want to like stick to the things you think you know, and then something shows up and you're like, "Fuck, I was wrong."
Yeah.
And that's why it annoys me when people speak in absolutes. Podcasters speaking in absolutes. It's a tough
Yeah.
gig.
Pretty common.
It's real common. It's a tough gig. But all right, season continues. You passed that deer that 6.5. You said he was.
I think so.
That'd be tough.
Believe you. Out there doing it solo in your mind,
No committee.
just not talking to anybody. Just.
I think a lot
Do
of
you wear
that.
socks with grippy things on the bottom of them? Like on your daily, like the grippy pad things, you know what I'm talking about? Do you wear those every day, or do you only wear them like at night when you go to bed?
Is this
I don't
like
know
an
where this is
autism
going.
thing?
Crazy bitches wear grippy socks. They call it a grippy sock vacation when you got to go to the mental institute for a week.
I didn't know. I did not know that
No.
where you're going with that.
My kid wears grippy socks.
Well,
Yeah, all kids do because they're animals. They'll just slide everywhere.
you never heard that grippy sock vacation?
No,
You got
I
mentally insane.
I thought
They
that
put
was
you in
going
an
a
institute to
different
give you the
route.
socks with the grippy things on the bottom. I'm just making sure your mental health is okay.
I think I'm just confident.
I didn't know that was a thing, so I didn't know where you were going with the grippy
You
socks
haven't dated
thing.
enough crazy women.
I thought that was going like autistic route. So
No, just crazy women. I mean,
Check your
men.
engine.
Dude, I'm just saying.
my check engine light was on. That's not shocking.
Just put electrical tape over
Yeah,
it.
just
Put your grippy socks on and put the electrical tape over the check engine light. Never change your oil. Sorry, that joke
No,
was,
I do for the record.
I thought that joke would have been way funnier, but apparently
It was funny, but it was out there.
apparently
It came out of nowhere.
I got a problem.
Yeah, Sounds like a you thing.
Kurt, can I see your feet?
I wear Under Armour socks exclusively until they start making them with those like you know the trampoline park socks?
Yep.
Grippy socks.
Oh yeah.
It's mental institution socks is what they are.
Oh, I see.
I'm just making sure your mental health is okay. You're just isolated for so long.
Kurt, it's not
You know-
funny if you have to explain it.
I know now. I thought more people were down with the mental sickness like your boy. Shout out to all my mental grippy sock listeners out there.
It just came out of nowhere.
I think that would have resonated by the end of my hunt a little bit more than now.
I'll try it again in a few minutes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, remember that. Just bring it back.
Yeah, just
I mean, yeah, by the end of the season, when I'm in a tree all day by myself every single day, I get delirious and like,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I almost forget how to talk to people, truthfully, like, because all I'm doing is talking to the camera. So it's like
one-sided.
yeah, well, very one-sided.
I need to have a conversation with an actual human.
I
You're
know,
like
literally.
ChatGPT.
That's
what are you
why I
talking
get
about?
excited for trade show season because I'm like, oh my gosh, I can actually go hang out with people again. Like
Yeah, you get all the social interaction you need for
all
the
of
year.
it, all of it, right at the same time. Yeah.
All right, I'm beginning to understand you a little more. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry that I diagnosed you with a mental disability. Right
I mean,
off
I'm
the
not
rip.
denying anything. Maybe there is something there. I don't know.
She just doesn't know she wears
No, I
socks with grips on the bottom of them.
She thought those were just normal the whole time.
It's just normal.
I thought everyone
Wait, they
wore
make
these.
those without the
I
grippy
was
thing?
prescribed these as a kid. And I just always worn them.
She goes to a pharmacy to get a prescription for.
Plot twist. I was right the whole time.
No.
Sorry, Caitlyn. I mean, you wear gloves with no fingers on them, so why not wear socks with grippies on them?
That's so I can shoot my bow.
You always wear gloves.
Who's ever been mad at good grip?
If I have the fingers on, I can't feel my release.
Still
very
grip.
well. Still grip.
Grip on your hands,
I
grip
would
on
argue.
your feet.
I would argue there's more grip without the fingers.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But you're not wearing toeless socks.
No.
Exhibit A.
I'm not that crazy.
This kid, it actually ended up funny.
that crazy.
That time, yeah.
Callback. Saved it. Thank you. Come on. No.
I mean, if you're wearing fucking.
That's right. Yes, you were. It's on camera.
I point at the button.
Same deal. Button and a fist bump. It's the same thing.
You're pointing at the button.
That's the same thing.
Brother, if you're wearing toeless
That button
socks,
is a fist
if
bump.
you're wearing toeless socks,
my
you need to be
God.
wearing grippy socks.
Come on. That
for
ended
sure.
up funny. My bad. Caitlyn actually has toeless socks on. I'd be like, oh my God. I'm sorry.
She's definitely not coming back after this one.
Nah, we're trying to ruin it. All right, I'm sorry. Do you regret this yet?
No.
I didn't know there'd be so many conversations about socks tonight.
Yeah, this is going way.
I just
off
exposed the type of women I like.
Brother, if you start dating a girl with toeless
What
socks,
does that say
comes
about
in here-
you then?
I didn't say anything about me. I say I know about grippy socks is what I said.
But do you know about toeless socks?
Yeah. What do you know?
My girlfriend wears grippy toeless socks.
Oh, fuck.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah. Tile floor, you can fucking find some traction. God, I'm so sorry about that tangent that we just went on. That's such a side quest. It'll be funny. It'll be funny when it airs. Someone will find it funny.
Can you imagine the fucking memes that are going to
Are you regretting this?
Not yet.
I'm fine.
It's never fine when women say that.
I'm fine.
That's true.
It might be time for a drink break, but
Here, do you need one of these on
Run
the
it.
table?
You want a high noon or?
no, they make me burp. Thank
Okay.
you, though.
You want to take a intermission?
Yeah, I'm gonna get a mixy.
Do the thing. We'll talk while you do it. We'll take an intermission.
Okay.
This break is brought to you by
Grippy socks.
Grippy Socks. Toeless socked women. White Monster.
Brother, I was laughing. I was crying during that.
That was funny.
It was
That
funny.
was great.
It initially, no. Circled back, it became quite
Let's
funny.
say-
After you
Th-
explain yourself, because I didn't know where the grippy socks
I
conversation was
thought-
going.
I knew what he was getting at, but I didn't feel.
I thought that
very
was like a
well
joke
placed.
that most people kind of knew about.
I did not.
Yeah.
Obviously, I need to get out of the freaking weld shop for a little bit because I did not know that was a joke.
Yeah,
I just gotta like
confusion.
come to terms that my sense of humor is not like really where the normal people are at.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like my goal is like when I send Instagram reels to my buddies is like trying to ruin their algorithm.
You've done it, brother.
I ruined Josh's.
It's so
I
bad.
succeeded.
Like if we're laying in bed at night and I'm scrolling Instagram, Jackie's like, "What is wrong?" And I said, "It's fucking Kurt."
I've ruined his
It's
algorithm.
people getting wrecked,
It's just knockouts.
knockouts.
I love it.
It's pedophiles getting punched. You know, things that you need to see, really. You know?
Yeah, people dying, getting hit by cars. Like this is Kurt's
Yeah,
fault.
mostly it's pedophiles getting punched.
Right, but you start seeing those, and then it leads into.
This intermission is brought to you by Lee not talking to us anymore after killing a
Would you
254-inch whitetail.
stop? That
Lee,
was
do you have anything
fat.
to say about that? We're gonna run an ad for your deer. This episode is brought to you by.
I do still talk to you.
Yeah,
Not
not,
as
as much
much.
though.
I will
It's
say,
not deer season.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll say
We
it's
talk
true.
multiple times a day during deer season. It's this way every year, and then we get around this time, and it's like, yeah. What are you doing today?
Yeah, it's the gayest time of year right now until show season starts.
Yeah,
Which
sheds.
This will be over. Yeah, sheds for sure. But we're just jealous.
That was a
Welcome
fast
back,
forward.
Caitlyn.
Thank you.
Would you grab a water?
No, I didn't.
Okay,
Some
just check-
H2O.
You gave me that at the beginning.
That's true. Oh, so worried
I
about.
haven't even opened it.
I was worried about the socks.
Still thinking about socks.
Season continues on after the intermission.
Yeah. We didn't even really hardly touch on it yet.
I know.
Really?
I'm sorry. It's so many side quests.
So many sock quests.
That'll be funny in the comments.
Any more sock questions?
Sock sponsor?
You just got somebody that makes rubber coated socks.
Like those
Like
gloves.
assembly gloves, yeah.
Toeless socks was
Okay. Anyways, you had 8 encounters with him. What was
Hold on,
your?
I gotta see which one he's gonna play here. Yeah.
This is the.
Am I on track?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this was 2024 when I almost killed him. The other thing I find
So
interesting.
we're watching I hunted one deer for an entire season and nearly broke me. That's the title of this episode we're watching right now.
Yeah. So he's like 30 yards here, but this doe decides to do doe things. Blow at me.
Ooh, I would have killed her.
I would have, but she was not. Like, she was in all that thick crap by the time she did it. But anyway.
Grippy sock doe.
Yep.
That's what we're going to start calling those.
We need to make a t-shirt with a doe with just grip socks on it.
It won't sell, dude. 2 people will buy it. And I'll be one of them.
You buy 2 shirts.
Oh my God, in case it wears out, you know? I just exposed myself so bad. That's what it's about. Being transparent, opening up to the audience, you know? For sure. What do I know? That's what I know. I'm an expert in grippy socked women. That's what I do. I don't.
The end.
The end. We're talking about Caitlyn's season. This doe didn't shoot her.
Oh, so
You're still hustling.
this year, I had named him Split 3 very generically because you see the Split 3 up there.
Yep.
That giveaway.
Well, he didn't have that this year. So that was him, 2025. And I knew from that photo right there that I wanted to shoot that deer. He was the biggest one I had on the property by far.
Love the cover crop
Thank you.
on the ag field.
Yeah.
That's nice.
That's the first they've done that
That's
since
nice.
I've had it, which was, but it wasn't. It was almost like too
much
much.
food, yeah.
But yeah. So I renamed him Harley, like Harley Davidson, because he's got handlebars up there now. That's Pisa, because his tines all lean forward, like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. So I passed him.
We're 210 on this episode, so if you're bitching
Follow
about
along.
not seeing it,
Yeah, this is kind of like just a little intro. That's an old buck that I've had forever. Anyway, I was getting some photos of him here and there, but for the most part, I really didn't know what he was doing because I had only had 1 year of history. Crops are obviously flopped, so he really wasn't doing what he had done the previous year, at least not right away. Truthfully, he moved around a lot. He was on like the property, but he moved around a lot to where I just couldn't quite pinpoint him. So archery season, I had a bunch of encounters, and mostly actually in this field here where I thought I was going to kill him, never even saw him once. So I'm like, I just don't know what he's doing.
Yeah.
Even with trail cameras, I'm like, I don't know what he's doing. I kind of forget the order of what all this is, but
isn't that frustrating? Do you feel like as much hunt experience and like it kind of goes to your point, you can hunt several different deer and you think you're gonna be like, oh man, I got the spot, I'll hustle this spot and I'll kill a buck here. The buck I want is gonna do the same thing.
Yep.
Like I've done that. You figure out a spot that's good, you're like, man, every deer I want to hunt will be in this spot eventually, and that's my. I got it dicked now.
yeah.
I know this spot.
Sometimes I screw myself by being like, I gotta be right here, and like I stick to that spot
commit to it too
and
hard.
I commit too hard, and then I'm like, I really shouldn't have done that because he's not here right now.
Yeah.
Gotta hunt him where he's at.
Yeah.
So I think I do tend to do that, but that's also because I don't go in the main timber. Like
You're hunting fringes and stuff.
it's almost
like that.
yeah, it's almost like I do it to myself, but like at the same time I do it deliberately so that way like they do feel safe to stay.
Well, the
on
hunting
property.
stays good when you do that.
Right.
You know.
Yes. So I don't mind playing the long game a little bit, which again, this was a lot longer of a season than I had thought. This was my very first encounter with him for this year. He was like 100 yards out, give or take, with a doe.
There he is.
Yeah. And I was like, oh my gosh, this might happen. But of course he was with a doe, so didn't work out. He never came in. But that, I don't know, it was just kind of cool. Every encounter I had, it was just like another like fire, like, yes, like I'm getting closer, you know.
Another chapter.
Closer and closer and closer.
So
when you see the deer you're hunting like that, it just keeps you in the game.
and that was the first I had seen him in person for that year. And he just, I mean, honestly, he rough taped it like 174. I thought he was maybe 180. So I was like, that's my biggest deer by far. So I was like really excited.
Yeah.
I mean, he just looked huge.
Oh, his frame is just beautiful.
Huge
Tall
frame.
and just
Huge frame.
everything you
That's
want.
one of them deer you can just pick out from a mile away.
Yes.
Yep.
It's exactly.
You knew right away when he came out, like, there he is.
That's him.
There he is.
And the other cool thing about him is he had really white legs, like really, like almost like the whole leg is white. So like
Socks.
even photos that I would
Grippy socks.
yeah, grippy socks.
Come back to socks again.
Yeah.
Call back.
So then like even photos, like if his head wasn't in it, I'm like, oh, that's him.
Right.
And then it got to the point where I had so many encounters, like I knew what his grunt sounded like because I would hear him grunting and,
Really?
and chasing does and stuff. I'm like, oh, that's him. And then I'd see him. I'm like, that's him.
You knew his
Very
growing like a
So-
bugle.
Vocal
It
deer.
was very vocal, and that was kind of going back to the ground encounter. He's like doing that tending grunt, like that,
Yep.
real, like, roar. And literally at 5 yards, and it was the most intense like encounter that I've ever had with a deer ever. It was so cool, and I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna pull this off because it was really warm late this year, so a lot of green still, even in mid-November when it probably shouldn't have been, and
Yeah.
the doe kind of got between us, and literally she was at like 3 feet. I could have smacked her. Like it was insane.
shit.
And he's at 5 yards, and all I can see is his rack, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, what do I don't.
What do
I'm
I
like,
do?
what do I do? Because I'm like, if I draw, I'm gonna spook her. Like in my head, I was hoping he was just gonna bump her and kind of push her beside me, and I could draw as he was doing that, but
Right.
it didn't work out that way. She ended up spooking, but like him grunting and like just like. It was so cool, and it was like so intense. You can kind of hear it in the video too when you watch it.
Like a
but
personal experience with them a little bit.
it was just the most like up close and personal encounter I've ever had with a big deer like that. Like,
Right.
Just insane. Which is why
Right in the ground with them.
ground stuff is like cool. It's like if it works out like that,
It's the best thing ever, yeah.
Right.
And I was like, imagine I kill him from the ground at 5 yards, like a deer like that. That'd be insane.
It'd be
It would
fucking
be
nuts.
insane.
So almost but-
Going for it. And toting a ground blind does blow ass.
Oh my god.
It never
the
feels like it's
worst.
gonna work. Like it's just like that right there, like popping a pop-up blind in the Midwest, right? Like
Yeah,
we've done
yeah.
other places where you're like, yeah, we're good. Like Texas, we figure it out. Like this feels like this is gonna work. I'm not on the ground blind program. Although
not
I
either.
want,
I wasn't
want to be.
until this year.
Yeah. I got to figure it out though, because like our buddy Todd will get one. Like that looks pretty good. Our buddy Todd will get that fucker in there and you're like, nothing's going to look at that thing.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean,
Blends it in very
I
well.
will say, at least in my experience, you got to put it out like kind of early because when they first see it, they're like,
What the fuck?
The fuck is
no,
that? Yeah.
no chance am I going near
Or
that.
you got to take like hours.
brush it
brushing
in
it,
like
right, right.
insane. So
We need to do a tutorial with Todd because he'll get that thing in where you're just seeing darkness where the windows are.
yeah,
And that's it.
yeah.
And it's like, I look at him like, how long did that take you to do? Hour and a half?
to a point where, like, if you drove by it a side by side, you're probably not going to see it.
Only if you see the dark windows, you might like,
What the hell is that? But
but from a distance, you're not really noticing.
Yeah, yeah.
But like, I feel like I try to like, all right, I'm gonna brush one in. I'm gonna take an hour. And it just looks like a ground blind that somebody tried to brush
Put
in.
a couple sticks in and
Yeah, it's
call
bad.
it. Yeah.
Todd's look
Yeah.
really good.
really good. Like we need to do some sort of tutorial where he can like break it down because it's
Yeah.
another level.
Yeah, I would say I'm kind of in between. Like I brush it in as good as I can, but
I feel like you think it's brushed in, you have to like quadruple down on it.
yeah,
I don't have the
whatever you
patience.
think, double it.
I don't have the patience.
No, I don't
to do
either.
that.
I don't either.
Yeah.
But I mean, good for you for doing it though.
Well, it was like, I guess what did that say? November 9 or something. So like early November. I didn't plan on hunting out of it as much as I ended up sitting in it. I actually sat in it a lot of November. But like you can see, they don't care. I mean,
They're used to it now.
they don't care. He's chasing.
Yeah,
He-
yeah.
He's
Doing-
distracted. I mean, yeah, he looks here and there, but like I don't think I had a single deer blow at me any sit.
Yeah.
in the
So-
blind.
Deer things.
I mean, they look, but then they're just like, okay, whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's there. It's still there.
So I had a couple encounters with Harley here too, like where he just would go by at like 60 yards, and I'm like, I just can't shoot him. So yeah, like she doesn't care. And that's the neighbors. So like that would be like a lot of the bedding,
Right,
Where I
okay.
think a lot of my sheds are too, really, because that's just kind of like where they were. But
Oh, Mr. Spider.
I think I see him here. He never.
Your
came.
reaction there.
And I apologize for not doing picture in picture on here. That's our biggest bitch on the show.
Yeah.
So you don't ever show the screen on there. We're gonna figure that out. We can. We just got to figure out what the cleanest way to do it is, where it's the
Like
most.
on Spotify and stuff.
Yeah, just to have like it in the corner, like what we're watching.
Yeah.
You know, and we have ways to do it.
We just got to figure it out. The best
But-
way to do it.
I want to be able to do it to where like I think what I'm gonna start doing is doing a screen record on it, and then we talk about it just turns on. I just take mental note.
Oh, there he is walking away, huh?
Walking out of my life.
The
Bye-bye.
bummer is though, I have to like okay it with like you be like, hey, can we play your full episode in the fucking corner of the whole episode? You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
where it would kind of eliminate people going to your video to watch
Yeah, I don't know
it,
if
you
I'd love the whole thing,
Yeah.
but
That's the thing.
snippets is fine.
We'd have to be like, okay, play it now.
Yeah.
Or I'd have to set up the switcher, which we're not doing them live. So
Right.
it's a whole thing. It's a whole
Yeah, I get
production
that.
thing.
Just go watch it on my channel.
Yeah, just do it. Or just sync it up. Watch it and listen in the background.
True.
I'd rather you watch the episode on YouTube and listen on Spotify.
You do a good job of saying the episode title at least.
Try to.
Yeah.
Right, and then you do a good job at like if we're talking about like, okay, this is 2 minutes 10 in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But you get some fuck that wears grippy socks that bitches about it in the comment. I'm just kidding. I love you. It's just, we're trying,
You
okay?
actually love grippy socks.
Okay, here's the ground encounter. So down in the bottom I
back
have
to
a food plot. And I had seen him go through the plot, and at this point in the season I knew anytime he would go down there he'd kind of do a loop in the big timber.
We're at 11 and a half minutes. I hunted one deer for an entire season and nearly broke me. That's the video we're watching.
Yes. So he would do this like half loop kind of thing, and then he'd pop out just down over the hill here. So like the timber's over on this side. And so I put a decoy out. Never really hunted over a decoy. It was kind of just experimental.
Yeah.
More so just to get his attention off of me because I was on the ground and
Right.
not really brushed in.
Makes a big difference.
Yeah. So
You're on the ground right here.
yeah. So I was anticipating him to come off that trail. Well, he found a doe in the meantime. So of course he didn't take the trail.
Interception.
He literally came like straight to me in the woods behind. Yeah. Which you don't really see him very well because my camera was like really low, but like I could see him because I'm standing here at this point. And I could see his rack. Like, see how green it is? That's like
Yeah.
mid-November, which is bizarre.
That's crazy.
That bush honeysuckle.
Yeah, it's
just-
all honeysuckle.
So,
It's
yeah.
green really
That
light.
shit stays green for a while.
It really does. So this is the doe in the bottom corner here. And then he's kind of like in that thick behind this little sapling tree here.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I can see
But
the-
she literally, I couldn't do anything. I just had to hope that it worked out,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, at this
When
point.
you push it like that, when you get in on them, man, it's got to work.
Yeah.
Or it's
It's got all the stars have to fucking align.
If
for
I
this
had
to
more
work.
shooting, like without the leaves and stuff, I could have killed him. Right
yeah, yeah.
Easy.
The pressure of that, the shooting lane pressure, getting close is one thing, then getting a shot is the next thing. That pressure is what makes me nervous.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's what gets me more than the pressure of like shooting the deer, you know?
Yeah. So that's him like moving the leaves.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then she takes
fuck.
off, and I go to like draw just in case, but I didn't. But at that point, if you actually listen to the video, you can hear it. That's when he like does that like tending grunt.
Oh,
And
yeah,
it's just
yeah.
like
Go back and listen, people.
yeah, go listen. It's pretty cool.
This will build up. Hopefully people
But
just
at that point, I was like, that was so cool. I don't even care that I didn't shoot him.
Right,
Yeah.
You
just
know
that
what I
encounter
mean?
alone
Like that
is worth
encounter
it.
was so cool, and like
Yeah. So how many encounters is this now to this point? Like on the ground, through the bush honeysuckle, no shot.
I don't know. That might have been 4 or 5.
Yeah. So does any part of you feel like having these encounters, does it deplete any of your energy? Because I had some similar instances with a buck that I've been hunting for a couple of years, and I got like within killing distance of them twice in 5 days, and it didn't work out. And it like as much as it motivated me, it depleted me because I'm like, I've just fucking blew my opportunities. You don't get that close to these deer. Like, will I get another chance?
Right.
So yes, at like, okay, first encounter, hype. Second encounter, I forget how close he was, but not within range. So I'm still like hype. And then it just became like, okay, I'm seeing him a lot. Like, you know, like
It's just not happening.
It's not happening. What am I doing wrong? And then I'm second guessing myself. I'm like, how can I get closer? Well, then by like encounter 7 and 8, I'm like, it's just a matter of time at this point. You know what I mean?
Right,
so it was
right.
kind of like highs and lows of like,
The
he's
first
here.
few are like,
Now I'm just not killing him, but like I feel like I'm in the cards. Like I shouldn't be seeing him this much if I'm not. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
The
yeah,
roller
that's
coaster.
interesting. Yeah, it's like two encounters are like impending doom for me or him,
Yeah.
and then I get that. I understand what
And
you're
then
saying.
it's like, okay, maybe it's just I'm just gonna watch him all season at this point. I don't know, but
Yeah.
I think I just that was one of the interesting things with this deer is like I've never had that happen with any other deer where I've had that many encounters and didn't kill him. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
usually by the third time I see him, I'm either getting an arrow or something's going wrong.
right.
And so I really didn't know what to think, you know?
Yeah,
It's
you
just
stayed
really
mentally
interesting.
headstrong. Good thing you don't have a committee to talk to. That'd be bad.
Yeah. How terrible to have somebody to support you.
It would suck to have people to talk to
At
for
this
your
point,
mental
at
health.
this point, she's putting her
Okay,
grippy
but
socks on.
in my defense,
Yeah.
how many women I don't there's not really like a woman
Doesn't
community.
have to be women.
Well, I did talk to you a couple times.
Mildly.
Mildly, but yeah.
Barely. You cool got me once at the Dollar
I think
General.
actually it was after this.
After Pisa.
Yeah. Because you said
gave me a
something
lot
on
of
your story,
crap.
and I'm like, dude, you got it.
Yeah.
Like, you'll be fine. Everything happens
Keep
for a
after it.
reason.
It's fine.
It was so
You
frustrating.
know, at this point, I don't think you need it.
I tried to draw back like 6 times and I'm like, yeah, he's just gonna live at this point. I don't care.
A lot of
You just giving up.
A lot of ugga-duggas.
Well, this was like, I don't know, very close to shotgun season. So in my head, I was like, if I can shoot Pisa with the bow, cool. I'll try to shoot Harley with the gun. You know,
Right.
like that, because we have 2 tags. So I was like, either way, I'm still going to hunt Harley. It wasn't like I had to sacrifice a tag.
Yeah, you weren't
Because I still
out.
wanted to get him. But it did not work out. I just could not. It was so cold.
It
But-
was cold there.
Yeah. I forget what day this was.
It said
I
it.
want to say it was like December,
It said no.
first-
I think this was still November.
November. Yeah, it was like the last day of November or something. So like kind of early, kind of not. But it was like the first big snowstorm we had got.
I hate hunting in the snow. I don't like it.
Oh, I've never killed
too
a bow
calm.
buck in the snow. I want to.
Yeah, it's
so
too
bad.
calm.
Too calm.
It just never feels like it's gonna happen.
I want to kill a buck in the snow, but while it's snowing.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I killed one, technically. Well, it was weird. It was snowing and going down when I shot him, and then by the time I recovered him, it was like melted.
Yeah.
The buck on my farm.
Yeah.
That's still cool.
When I went out there, it was like blowing. It was like just coming down. It was November 11th, 2022. It's like sticking to the leaves. It was white. I could see the deer. When I shot him, I could see where he bulldozed. And then by the time I recovered him, it was like gone.
Gone.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck,
Melted.
that was fast, but I got to do it, you know?
Yeah, that's cool.
That was your 8, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It wasn't like this, like thick winter snow. Like,
This would have been my first like bow buck with a, or like in the
Snow
snow.
buck?
Had I
I feel
got him.
exposed because everything's so white.
Oh yeah, I felt, and this tree specifically, like you can see it's uphill. Like I'm like almost eye level with them
Yeah.
if they're on the hill, so it's really kind of a risky spot. But he circled around me, like behind me, and he's like, I don't know, 12 yards right there, scrape, and I'm like, oh, this is perfect, and I just couldn't get it back. Struggling. And he's just like do has no clue like anything's happening.
3, 4.
It was probably like 6.
Oh my God, the cold.
I'm shivering and my hand is frozen because I shoot fingerless gloves.
Yeah.
So like I'm holding the riser and like I was very borderline hypothermia like in my hands. Like it was actually not good because when I put them back in my pockets, I couldn't feel anything and I was like, ooh, that
They had your fingers
actually
on that day.
really not good.
Fuck.
Yep.
That's one thing a lot of people
Broadside.
don't consider, man, especially people who are out of state and they come to the Midwest. You're pulling that AX90, love a
That's
90
number
pound
7,
bow. I get it, but
7? Yeah, it was probably more than that. Look at my arrow just shaking. One more.
8. Oh.
oh, I thought you had it.
No, I think I gave up at that.
Fuck. That's the thing. It's like you got to pull a comfortable weight.
I know, and the thing is,
I'm not saying you're not.
Well, I don't pull my max because I have had issues like that in the past, but like I think also the tree that I was in is very like awkward, and so I'm like kind of fighting that, and then being cold, it was just not a great
Well,
combination.
a lot of people don't think about like what you can pull in a weird situation, what you can pull when you're fucking freezing.
Yeah.
When it's cold out like that,
Totally
I draw
different
my
story.
bow back about every half hour
You do really?
You almost have
to keep my muscles loose.
Yeah.
Like,
That's why I've always
obviously,
shot.
if there's deer standing there, I'm not going to. But like
Yeah.
throughout the whole sit, about every half hour,
I should
I'll
do
grab
that.
my bow and pull it back just to make sure that I can, and to
Yeah.
keep my muscles a little bit looser.
That's why I've always pulled 65, just in case I get into the trenches in late season. It's like I can pull that back. But
Yeah.
I mean,
I draw it like when I get it settled, I'll draw back, but I should when it's cold, I should do that.
I don't do it when it's warm, but like
I don't
say, when
hunt
it's
that
cold-
often when it's that cold.
Me neither.
Right, you
That's
know?
the thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I maybe like sometimes sitting feels more comfortable to draw depending on your tree.
Agreed. Yeah.
Like if my muscles are frozen and it at 65 pounds, could I pull it back as easy? I don't know really.
yeah.
I
Well, that's
think
the thing.
I
It's
could.
like if it's warm, I'm super easy.
Yeah.
Don't even
If
question
it's that
it,
cold,
but-
my ass could be in a grizzly blind with the heater on, you know?
Yeah. I feel you.
I don't have one of those.
Damn, were you just so depleted?
This is where I was like,
You're about to put the grippy socks on here, were you?
to put the groovy socks on.
I'm gonna send you a pair from Amazon. Just a 12 pack.
Just show up at my door.
Yeah.
Bring them to the classic.
But I'll send you one less. That way one pair is missing one. So when you're really going through
Then
it,
I
you're-
go crazy,
You're like, what
like-
the fuck?
You go even more nuts because there's only one left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this was a night.
We'll make WCB grippy socks for all the ladies. Listen,
The little grippies are our logo.
that'd be sick, actually.
Kind of cool.
Yeah. Well,
WCB.
no, just the antler logo.
Just the antler logo
Oh.
is like the grippy thing on the bottom.
Okay, yeah.
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Subscribe
I mean,
to our OnlyFans.
Grippy socks committee.
Was this your last bow hunt?
I think so. You honestly could probably go to the next video. Right? This was the yeah.
You don't want to see yourself.
I just
It's right
rant
there.
for a while. Just ignore me.
You don't want to
Yep.
see yourself cry on the internet.
Well, this is the crying video more so.
Kind of recap here at the beginning.
I am scared for the grippy socks memes that are going to come out of this episode.
When you were saying that, I could just picture the memes of the toeless socks.
Just
like-
tag me so I can see it.
Oh,
the problem is AI is a thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's
how many,
true.
you know how many goth chicks are going to be with grippy socks? With
You know how
no
many
toes?
goth chick memes I get sent on a daily?
Really?
Like I'm not talking like every week. I'm talking on the daily. The same meme every day.
Yeah.
Like it's just the same meme.
Thanks, brother. I've already seen it.
Yeah.
Same chick.
Same meme.
exact
meme.
meme.
Yeah. Just like, hey, have you seen this? Or it's not even. There's no even context. A lot of times it's just the meme.
I get people that send me just random stuff all the time too, like that. And I'm like,
I love
did
it.
you think about me specifically when you're saying?
you seen it?
Well,
Don't do it, Kurt.
You love it?
what? I don't know what you're saying right now.
Things that people send her randomly.
Oh.
Oh.
No, I did that last episode. I
Yeah.
didn't do this one. Just, I can only imagine.
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't open them half the time. I just
That's smart.
see that it's like some random, and I'm like,
How many message requests do you have in your DMs right now? Like
I have
on
no idea.
Instagram. Just unread message requests. Because that's a tough thing. A lot of them go unnoticed.
I don't know. I'm on airplane. Hold on.
You're fine.
Oh, here we go.
I don't know if I know how to see the number.
4,582.
Requests.
Ooh, that many?
I don't think it gives you a number.
Yeah, it should.
Where?
Here. Let me see that baby. Let's
Oh, God.
expose you. Oh.
You don't want Kurt going through your DMs.
Oh, I get control.
This is bad news.
No, you're pretty well.
Care.
Hidden requests is what we need to see.
Oh, there's a lot of interesting ones in there.
Start reading them, brother.
Oh,
Although,
it doesn't say.
I will be honest. I do check those.
There's
off.
a lot, but honestly, you stay up to tab. You don't even that many unread.
Well, that's the
you
thing.
do pretty good.
There's a lot of people that are like actually.
No,
like,
you do
genuine,
pretty good. Yeah,
that gets,
yeah. No, that's
They get
good for
stuck
you.
in there, and I'm like, what did they say that put them in the hidden? You know what I mean?
Yeah, we get that too. No, yours are.
I try to keep up with it.
You
as
get the
much
same
as I
amount of
can.
dip pics we do.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we get a lot.
You'd be shocked.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm impressed actually. Like you keep up the tabs on your socials pretty good. Like I expected a lot more fucking creepy dudes in those requests. I mean, you had a fair amount, but it wasn't like you didn't have 4,000 of them. Like
I don't.
thought.
Did it show you a number?
Yeah, you're pretty good. I don't want to say
don't-
the number on air.
I don't know.
But like
Okay.
you were up to tab. You were up to tab. I'll tell you what ours is. Ours is. We have roughly the same,
Really?
but in our hidden requests, we have about a third of the hidden requests as you
Okay.
do. But our request is roughly the same. Some of them are creepy. Some of them are ones that I actually didn't know were in there. So we're on the same level. I think we probably have a dick or two more than you do.
I'm not upset by that.
I'm impressed actually. It just you keep tabs on the biz.
I have to.
I just figured as a
my job.
woman in the biz, it would just be way more just offensive.
And it might be. She just might open them and not reply or swipe them away.
Well, that too. But I don't know. I don't post provocatively, so I
Yeah.
think that helps.
You're legit.
yeah.
You're legit.
Like it'd be different if I was dressed in differently and stuff. I think that would maybe
Yeah,
encourage,
no, you're legit.
encourage a few more. But yeah,
Yeah, you're legit. You're not posting thirst traps.
correct.
The thirst trap thing, that is the
difference.
I don't know what the term is. That's the main difference in like what you're getting in your DMs and not probably.
Yeah.
Like you're respectful. You're doing it. You're doing it for the love of the game.
Right.
You're not doing it for the love of the cleavage. Which
Yes.
The love of the cleavage.
oh my gosh,
How many memes are going to come out of this episode? So many.
it's just honest though. I mean,
Yeah.
if anything, it does.
Kurt with cleavage.
Oh fuck! Don't make that. No one wants to see that. That will happen.
You just started a thing.
That'd be hilarious.
The thing is,
Please
it's-
tag me.
yeah, tag me.
cleavage.
Yeah, the problem is going to be you in the fucking memes. Be careful, dude. You should have seen the amount of people that were cropping me with goth chicks, or like
I believe
AI
it.
and me with goth.
I don't know. Kurt with cleavage kind of has a ring to it.
I mean, new slogan.
Double C's,
What the hell?
cleavage Kurt. With goth chicks, just make me with goth chicks with cleavage. Yeah.
Kurt's cleavage.
Thing is,
Become
if you make me with cleavage, you're gay.
Kurt's cleavage is going to become a new Instagram page.
First of all, ChatGPT is going to be like, "You're fucked up.
Yeah.
Don't do this. Don't do this to the."
That's not the weirdest thing that's been on GPT.
Definitely.
On our page, it would be. There's been some messed up stuff, but no, shout out to you. I mean, that is true. Because the girls that are getting those, like, and we've been hit up by those girls who do the podcast. That's what I was saying earlier. It's like, we'll do it, yeah, but like, I have to talk about it, right? That's the angle. That's like the thing. If you're not legit or you're halfway legit with
They come out.
well, we have to acknowledge it. We just have to have an open conversation. Like, do you think I'm not going to ask them about their OnlyFans?
I know you would.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, listen, pull it up.
You asked Caitlyn about her grippy socks, so yes, you're going to ask about the
Yeah,
OnlyFans.
clearly.
Just a quality check.
I
check
see
it
where
in.
I rank.
Yeah, you're ranking pretty good. Above grippy sock. You know?
Yeah. I'll take it.
You're never going to do another podcast like this.
Probably not.
Unless it's here.
Unless it's here.
She's never
This is
coming
the
back.
only one.
Yeah. This is the only show that's going to do this to you.
I'll have to do 800.
Is that confirmation?
Have you submitted the application yet?
Is that confirmation?
When
Here-
is it?
September 12th.
That's our recording day.
you're really
Listen, I'm sorry. I know.
tough time of year.
I know it's September, but I can't control when it falls. When we started this fucker 11 years ago, it's just the way it happened.
What date did you start?
March 3rd, 2015.
Wow.
Well, that's when our first episode launched. I was thinking about it, and I remember thinking about it in a tree stand in October of 2014.
Okay.
I was like, doing the whole thinking thing, like, how would it work? What is it?
Like podcasting, I don't even think it wasn't really a thing back then. How did you decide you wanted to do that?
I listened to like just comedy podcasts and stuff, like Rogan when he still did it in his house.
Yeah. Was that 2014?
Yeah, it was back then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I remember watching like Rogan reaction videos on his show when Brian Redband produced his show.
Yeah.
When he lived in his house, like back in the day, like he was sitting in just a table at his house and was just like filming it with like shitty video. Like back then when no one even knew who Rogan was except
Right.
for Fear Factor, right?
Right, yeah. That's the only reason I knew him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just a running meme back then.
He had hair back then.
Yeah, he had hair.
Yeah.
But honestly, I had just a job I did not like, and I discovered what a podcast was. At the time, though, I was on an internet hunting show. Like, it was before YouTube was big, so we did it on a website. So we had hunting videos on a website.
What was that called?
I don't want to plug it.
Why not?
I'll tell you after.
Okay.
But it was just... It was it might not even sit, and the guy that I did it with is not a bad dude. Like we had our disagreements, but he actually waltzed in here one day, like recently. Did I tell you this whole story?
During a podcast?
No. I'll just tell the fucking story. He's a good dude.
I didn't know that you even did this.
You didn't?
I don't think so.
Like right now you just learned about it?
I think so.
No, that's not true. I've told you about it for sure.
Oh.
It was called
We're gonna find out.
It was called My Archery Hunt. I was like back then. It was a thing this guy had. I worked at Gander Mountain for a little while when I was going through school. Met the dude that ran the archery department, got to be friends with him. He's like, hey, you want to do this thing with me? I'm like, yeah, cool. So I started doing My Archery Hunt, and we had a website, and then we did hunting videos. And then it was before like YouTube was big. And then I was like helping him do that, made a new logo, and I kind of like was trying to like find my own with like, I was like into graphic art stuff at the time and into video stuff at the time. And then I discovered the podcast stuff. That was something to get through my day job. And then I'm like, oh, I'm going to start a podcast. And him and I had a falling out. And I'm like, well, I'm going to start this podcast thing. No one's got one. And then that's how we started it. Yeah.
That's cool.
So, but podcast helped me get through my work day because I fucking hated my job. And I like was just, I'm not an angry dude, but just like wasn't enjoying what I did. And I'm like, I need an outlet.
What did you do?
At the time, part of my day was running heavy equipment. And then the second part of my day was like, I was like a mechanic /
Maintenance guy.
Maintenance guy, yeah. On conveyor belts.
You
and
give
like
me
heavy
maintenance guy
equipment.
vibes.
Yeah. I was a janitor.
Is it the tattoos?
It's the tattoos.
Yeah, I wasn't a janitor. No, I ran heavy equipment and then...
Clean shitters.
No, I didn't clean shitters. I worked on conveyor belts, rock separators. If the excavator broke down,
Is
I was
this all the
working
same
on it.
place or like different?
Yeah, all the same
different-
place.
Yeah, okay.
There's 3 dudes that worked there.
I worked in aluminum extrusion, if you can believe that.
No shit.
Making extrusions, huh?
Where
I used
at?
to cut metal.
In PA?
Yeah.
No shit.
Yep. My dad worked there, and so like through high school, college, every summer I'd work there.
No shit.
It was very blue collar.
Very fun. You probably heard everything.
Oh, I had a very colorful language.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
At that point in my life, yeah.
Yeah, welcome to our show.
Yeah.
People are like, why do you talk that way?
I think that's why
That's how I
I can
grew
like
up.
hang because like I just have been around that forever.
But don't you think that's so good for your being?
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean?
It sucked, but I'm glad I did it.
Yeah.
Isn't it weird to think that so many people skip that part? Mm-hmm. And you kind of talk to them, you can tell.
People don't want to do like things that are hard. They just want everything easy and like.
But when
But
you try
hard
to like,
is like what builds character, I think.
I think
Well, building character too is where you work at. Like a place like that.
Totally.
It's building fucking character for
Yes.
sure.
I think the best people and some of the best hunters, it just makes good and thoughtful and thought out, like successful people, is when you meet someone that like went through fucked up shit.
Yeah.
Whether it's a hard job, something
Yep.
in the family, something in their life, like it kind of makes the coolest people.
I agree.
Like almost all my best friends, like Lee's probably the cleanest. I'm just kidding. That's good. Like
Probably.
Except he's in a cold.
But you're a bartender, and I think customer service, if if someone hasn't ever done a customer service job, they need to.
You deal with fucked up
terrible.
people.
It's fucking terrible.
You learn so much.
That's a
And I'm a salesperson.
Sales.
That's a good factor. You know, like, are your parents married?
Not anymore.
A divorce can make that type of person
Yeah.
too. Like, your parents getting divorced.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Your parents are divorced or married?
Married.
They're married. Yeah, you're the coolest guy I know. But
That's why he shoots 250.
Because his parents are together.
Parents are together.
My parents are together. I've never even seen a 250.
what a struggle.
Must be nice.
I'm not saying I had
Really
a hard
rough
brother.
life.
I'm just kidding. Dude. But like, not everybody applies. Clearly, Mr. Perfect. But it's like, you know, Eric's parents are married.
Yeah.
Jordan's
I've
parents.
never seen a 250.
Yeah, maybe your parents get divorced, you get to shoot a 250.
I'm breaking that up tomorrow.
Eric's turning 36 next month, and his parents are gonna get divorced at 36.
She's gonna ruin me.
My parents got divorced at 36. It was so hard on me.
It's hard on me.
You mean they were 36? No, me.
No,
Yeah, no, I was 36. Like, wow, what a struggle. Yeah, I had a 401k that was barely established when my parents got divorced. You know,
ruined my childhood.
yeah.
You were 36. Yeah, I know. Fucked
You know
up.
what that was like on me? You know what that was like on
Trauma.
their grandkids? Yeah, trauma. I don't know. It is true though. Like, people who have like gone through shit kind of mostly
Yes.
make good people. But maybe not. Maybe make the most interesting people. Doesn't mean they're good people. I love it.
Yeah,
that all
it's
comes
really
back to
interesting.
deer hunting somehow. Well, it's an outlet, right? Like,
Deer hunting and grippy socks.
I'm sorry, Caitlyn. I didn't mean to do this to your episode. The problem is
You
natural
need to
conversation.
take a tally of how many times we're saying grippy socks instead of, what was your word?
Chili womp.
Chili womp. Grippy socks is at least at 20.
I didn't mean for that to happen. That was an accident.
You are
But it happened.
forever in the WCB family going to be known as the grippy
Grippy
sock
sock.
chick.
Grippy
No,
sock girl.
no. This would have been your first episode. This is the thing. It's your third time in.
Fair.
We know you. The audience knows you. We can do this shit. This was your first episode. Not good.
Yeah, you could
Not
have a
good.
nickname.
Yeah. Yeah. Like
It's our first
completely.
episode. The grippy socks would have never been brought up.
I'm sorry. The deal is you're still hustling for deer, and that's what matters.
Still going.
She's about to
this
chili
whole
womp something
podcast,
here. I
and
can
I'm
feel
still
it.
I can
hunting.
tell your parents are divorced. The fact that you talk to no one and you just spend that many days isolated in the woods, we got to the bottom of
Look,
it.
I'm fucking frustrated as hell over here.
Yeah, you're talking to the other side of your door in your car.
You're talking to a fucking
You're not even
door.
looking at the camera.
I'm not even looking at the camera.
You're looking at the door handle. You're like, I'm having a hard time.
Are you having an argument with your door? Because we can't hear this and it looks like you're yelling at
I
your
don't
door.
know.
Was this the dogs?
No,
I don't think
it
so.
wasn't. I
that's
don't know
the
what
thing.
it was.
That's why you hunt so hard. The parents' divorce.
Interestingly, it wasn't until I was in college that they got divorced. But yeah,
Did you?
Is that
think
what did
you'd
it?
Be on a therapy session.
probably. What?
Did you think you'd be on a therapy session?
How does that make you feel?
Yeah.
Caitlin?
Tell me more about that, would you?
I mean, honestly, it's like,
This is the dog.
This is the dogs.
Oh, now you're yelling at the other door. You're like being the person. You're like yelling at yourself, but you keep going back and forth to the
Yeah.
other side of the car.
Run to the other side. No, I have a dog issue on my
Oh, really?
lease. Yep, consistently a problem.
Fucking dog.
And they love to chase deer.
oh,
Yep. And
that's the
it's,
great internet debate.
It's
Do you shoot
something.
them or?
Clearly, Caitlin doesn't.
Well,
You can't.
I've
it's
shot
a tough,
at them.
just to scare them.
Get them to run. Doesn't work. So there's a shed that I can lock them in, but it's like I have to trick them very carefully and like throw
treats.
treats and like slam the door and like make sure they stay in. Well, the farmer wants to just let them out immediately. I can't even get over the hill till they're back out.
Are they his
running.
dogs?
No, they're like there's like somebody that leases the house that's on the property. The farmers just own the property and farm it. And so they lease it out. Well, the people that have the house have all these dogs. And the dogs don't know any different. Like, they're friendly. So, like, I feel bad. I'm not going to shoot them. I feel bad because they're just doing dog things. They don't know any different. It's not their fault.
They're not doing anything wrong in their mind.
In their mind, no. And for the most part, they're good dogs. Like, if I call them, usually they'll come. But, like, there's a beagle. Forget it. Like, his second he gets on the track, he's off. And it's like...
He's doing beagle things.
He's doing beagle things, but it's so freaking frustrating because he just wants to go and he will chase deer. Like, I've had to literally speed out across the field with my car and cut him off with my car just to get him to, like, stop, grab him by the scruff and throw him in my car and take him back to the house. But it's so frustrating because it's like half my hunt.
It's
like
trash.
I'm sweating, I'm frustrated, I'm like, you know, having to do all this, and then until I get back out there, it's like my hunt's half over. So it's just super frustrating. So anyway,
especially this far in season.
This is December.
Yeah, you've been hustling that long.
This is
Have you dealt with that the entire season?
Was 2 days before I killed. So I think I would have killed him this day had the dogs not been a problem. But fucking dogs.
Have you been dealing with the dogs the whole season?
I've been dealing with the dogs for years.
So you know them personally.
Oh yeah, I know their names. I know, like, I've bought collars and leashes for them so I can tie them to a tree while I go hunt, because they've screwed up turkey hunts too.
Holy shit!
Like, I'll be turkey hunting, I'll have one goblin coming in, and all of a sudden
Only
the
time
dog's
I've ever
just like,
agreed with Bomar.
Yep.
He had that one theory. Is like, you grab them dogs, you take them to the pound 3 hours away. If it keeps happening, let them get their dog.
I'm at that point for sure.
Yeah, that.
But I just feel bad because it's like, it's not the dog's fault. It's like the owners don't do what they should be doing.
Yeah,
Maybe
the owner's
shitty
fault.
owners.
Just lease that house.
Maybe.
Then you can walk out your
Maybe
back door
I
and
should.
hunt.
That'd be amazing.
Or lease it and leave it empty.
Save you a lot of money and headache.
I don't know if I would want to live in that place though, truthfully.
That's a Bomar pro tip that I like, actually.
Yeah, pick them up and take them 3 hours away.
I'm getting to that point, truthfully.
Well, you know, it's not right. Some people have like undying sympathy for dogs, no matter what. They're dogs.
I don't have undying sympathy, but
Those are shitty owners.
it's the
They're
owner.
shitty.
The owners suck. It's
It's
not
the
the dog's
owners.
fault. It's the owners.
It's not the
yeah.
dog's fault. That, I mean, they're just doing dog things.
Everyone in here is a nicer person than I would be.
Yeah.
I would just dispose of them. But I know that's not legal, probably. But
Honestly, it might be because they're chasing wildlife.
yeah, they're
I think
predators.
it depends on the state.
I would look it up. If I had a consistent situation, I'd look it up and then I would deal with it accordingly. But it depends. If there was someone's pet, definitely not. Like real pet,
Yeah.
it's a great
Well, and
debate.
it's
What do
like-
you actually do? You know,
One-time thing versus like consistently a problem.
A yearly
like
thing?
almost every single day that I go out there.
I
And-
have a 50% dog problem right now,
Do you? Yeah, it's tough.
and they're only in there when it's
Do they
important.
have collars or anything?
No, and they're always muddy as fuck.
Yeah.
I had one run through my yard one day. I'm mowing. I had one come around the corner of this thing up to mud to his chest. And I got little kids, you know, that I let run around my yard that I shouldn't have to worry about stray fucking aggressive dogs running
Right.
through my yard.
That's
And
totally different too.
It was in my yard and he scared the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
And I ran in to grab my pistol when I came back out, he was out of my yard.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll tell you, I now keep a pistol on me when I mow.
I don't
'Cause
blame
If I
you.
see when I'm in my yard, I'm shooting the motherfucker.
Yeah, I-
because
Especially with kids around.
If my
that's a
kids-
different fucking story.
I want my kids to run through the yard I own
Yes.
to their trampoline and jump on their trampoline and not worry about
100%.
getting mauled by some fucking stray dog.
Like Cujo.
That
out there,
looks
you know.
it looks like Cujo. Like it scared me, and I don't scare.
Right.
I was like, oh fuck, you know. Like if I had my pistol then and there, I would have 10 milled his ass, you know. But but the thing is, you know, if it comes up, it's somebody's dog wagging and you know being a dog, you know. Of course, I'm not going to do that. But
Sure.
these dogs were not dogs. They're wolves, basically.
Yeah, wild.
But yeah,
Which sucks.
fuck. I'm sorry you had to deal with that. That blows.
It's just the owners. So
Yeah.
There was a pack of wild dogs when I was growing up,
Remember you telling that story?
and they like there was like 6 or 8 of them. I don't know if it was just farm dogs that got out and gained new whatever, but they were killing deer like crazy.
Actually,
And oh yeah,
how long did this go on for?
4 or 5 years.
No kidding.
And then they would have there was a couple of litters of puppies, and they ended up, they were like super aggressive, like attacked a neighbor's kid. Like obviously the neighbor got the kid before anything
yeah.
bad happened, but
Fucking
it
kill 'em.
ended up that everybody was, or in the
I'd be
neighborhood was
shooting
like,
them.
are they your dogs? Are they your dogs? Everybody's like, no, I don't know where the hell they came from.
Yeah.
And somebody ended up killing them. But
Yeah.
they were like,
if they're doing that,
you don't get out of your
No.
truck if you see them because
No.
they're gonna attack you type dog.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
aggressive. Where it's
Yeah,
just like
no.
there's no
Yeah.
point in
no
keeping them.
tolerance for
No,
that.
zero tolerance.
Yeah.
I was shed hunting one time when I was younger, and I guess I wasn't that young. I was probably like, I could drive. So I was 16 or 17, somewhere in there. And they came at me through the timber. And the one was like covered in blood. Like, you could tell that he had
Killed
something, yeah.
And I ended up throwing shit at them and they ran away. And I went over the hill and there was a freshly dead deer laying there that you could tell as a pack.
Yeah.
They had chased down and killed.
That's
so
fucked up.
frustrating.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think my situation, the dogs are smaller. I don't think they could even take a deer down had they caught up to one. But it is just more like a nuisance of like,
Yeah, that's
keep your dogs in your
It's
yard.
just something you shouldn't be dealing with.
No.
At all.
It's like, and I hunt public and I do all these things, but I do pay to have this lease. So it's like I'm putting
That's a different
Time.
ballgame too.
effort, money, energy, all these things just to have the dogs come running through and
fuck it
chasing
up.
deer.
Yeah.
It's like I shouldn't have to deal with that.
That sounds like a conversation you need to have with the landowner.
Well, I have, and they give me an attitude. So I'm not sure what to do because like
That's where the leasing
the
thing's
dogs
hard.
the dogs themselves are not aggressive. If they were aggressive, it'd be a totally different game.
Right,
yeah.
But they're not, and so I feel bad because it's like I do like the dogs, but like they don't know any different. But the owners are the ones that I just have a problem with, and I have asked them nicely. I'm like, can you at least put them in the house until I get over the hill so they know that I'm like they don't know they just want to follow me half the time.
Right. Yeah.
And so it's like, can you at least let me get over the hill so they don't realize I'm
Again,
here?
they're dogs being dogs.
Dogs being dogs. It's all it is. And so it's like I'm stuck between like I don't want to do anything to them, but it is a problem. You know what I mean?
Especially on a lease too.
So yeah, I don't know. It's very frustrating.
A lot of people I think more people deal with that than we know about.
For sure.
So I've posted about it and I get so many people like, oh my gosh, I deal with dogs too. And it's like, it's so frustrating because people just, they let them run. They don't care. It's like, why have the dog? If you don't care about it,
Yeah, it's kind
you're
of
not going to do anything with it.
Yeah, it's
Why
unfair to
have
the
it?
dog.
It seems like the deer are kind of used to them though.
They are, which is also why I'm tolerant slightly of them.
Right.
But yeah, they chase them, but then they I don't know. I think it's just I'm the only one that hunts this place, so it's like very low pressure, so they just filter back through. They're just used to it.
Yeah. Well, and the habitat's clearly enough there that
Yeah.
if it was like subpar with that dog factor, it'd be a little different. But
Yeah. Well, this is my kill, so get ready
you're a better person than me, for the record.
Wait a minute.
for the dogs.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Are you about to chili whomp him?
Yep.
I was gonna do it.
You still can. I just asked if she was.
So I expected to shoot him in the field that other deer was in. And he cut up the finger next to me. This was 30 yards. But
No shit.
yeah.
30 with the boom.
My whole bow season can't get him killed, and then I
So
shoot
we're
him
on
at 30.
self-film giant whitetail at 30 yards at 22:37 is the time.
Unfortunately, he's behind the tree. But
Ooh, chili whomped.
There it is.
It's all right. Nice.
I actually shot him a few times because he wouldn't go down. And then I went up to him, all like double long, shoulder, like perfect shots, but he just would not go down.
Some deer are just made of iron.
I mean, he was like a big boy, so
Steel buck.
steel.
Will to live is crazy.
But I roll him here, and I'm like, I just shot till he went down. And then I'm like, where did I hit him? I didn't know, but they were great shots. He just fought it.
Oh, he's close right there too.
Yep. That's probably 80,
Oh, really?
if that.
Dude, I'm that way. If you can get another one in them,
If they're still standing, I'm going to shoot every time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
gun or bow.
So they're
as
down.
long as they're still up, I'm shooting.
I turned on that theory real hard on my moose hunt. I'm like, we're just shooting this motherfucker till he dies.
You have
He
to.
fucking tips over.
You have to. I don't know. You kind of owe it to them, too.
Once you got
yeah.
one in him, you got to keep going.
You got to
Yeah.
keep going.
Yeah, you got to keep it. Because I mean, what the hell?
You own that.
It might seem harsh to a viewer, but it's like, all right, well, he knows about it.
You already
less.
got one in him, so it's like,
Yeah,
at that point,
Yeah. That's the year I hit Karen with my bow and then killed her with the gun. I hit her way back. She ran to like 90. And I'm like, well, I wouldn't normally shoot at 90, but I'm like, whoop, dial to 90.
Yeah.
You know,
Might as well
she's
give it-
standing there.
Give it a
Might as well
whirl.
Already got
try.
one in her.
you got to try at that point. Yeah,
Missed by a mile. But
it's fine.
worth a try.
I did that on my moose.
yeah.
Hit him low at 40 only because I misjudged the distance because they're so fucking big you can't tell.
They're huge.
And then
Massive.
I fucking pinwheel him at 100.
Yeah.
Thank God I did.
Yeah.
Because if I wouldn't have tried it, I probably might not have ever got him, you know?
Mm-hmm.
The guy, holy fuck, you hit him.
Holy fuck.
Couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Oh, here I'm crying.
Here come the tears.
Taking the grippy socks off.
I just get really like sentimental because especially like a deer that I focus on specifically.
Well, especially the whole season hunting.
Whole season, I was exhausted, just drained.
You paint that aura on them, which makes it even cooler.
100%.
That's what I mean. It increases the cool factor.
But it's like
for you, too.
I know everything about them. I know
Yeah.
their habits. I know like where they're hanging out. I know trail camera pictures. I know this deer specifically. I've seen him in person a million times. I know what his grunt sounds like.
Right,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? Like I know everything, and so it's like you have so much anticipation built up, and now it's done. It's
Right.
over,
Right.
and it's like sad.
just
you
a
know what I
re-
mean?
I'm the same way.
Like
It's sad, but it's a release of joy.
It's a
yeah.
release of
It's a
everything.
bag of emotions coming out at once.
Yeah. And then I shot him 3 times, so I'm like crying because I'm like, oh, he deserved something better than that. Ended up being great shots. I just didn't realize it, but
He was a horse. Yeah.
yeah, he just didn't want to go down.
No,
But I
feel
felt
like
guilty. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then where he was laying, you'll see it's like sun's slowly setting. He's like up on the horizon, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is like picture perfect. Like that's how I would want to go.
so
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
No, it's
if there's ever a place to die, it's right here.
yeah.
So it's just, I don't know, the whole season just really caught up to me.
Yeah, I bet. I mean, it's very fair and understandable, you know. It's especially, you know, talking about everything from that first buck in Missouri from early, like mid-September to
Yeah.
December or whatever.
21.
It's like, that's a long season.
That's a fucking
and
grind.
a lot of people that don't
Yeah.
hunt hard
Yeah.
don't realize how fucking hard that can be mentally. Like, I get it. There's some people that are like, you hunt. Ugh, how hard
Yeah.
can it be? It's like, brother, when you go after that hard, I'm not saying it's the best thing in the world you could do.
Yeah, I love it. But that
But-
doesn't make it any less hard.
It doesn't make it less hard. It's honestly, when you strive to do that, there's not many people that are going to keep up with what you're doing mentally and physically as what you just did, and they'll never experience that release of emotions that you just showed in your video. They just won't do it. I've had that experience. I've felt it. You know, like I fucking cry on camera on my last season Unhinged video. You know, people make fun of me for fucking crying in that video. And do you think I give a fuck?
Nope.
Not a fucking ounce of fuck was given on that. It's
Nope,
like
I don't
that's
care.
Who you are.
that's what it was, you know?
That's the thing is like I don't overly polish my stuff. Like what you see is what's happening, and so like if I'm crying, like
That's what it is.
so be it.
I like that. I think the rawness and I think that's why you can sit here and talk with us about grippy socks and you laugh at it. You
It's
know?
honest.
It's like
Yeah.
like we're just fucking around. You're not worried about it.
If you really want to
that's
get
cool.
That is cool.
right the sunset, I was like, oh my gosh, this
The
is
silhouette of him just sitting there.
so cool. But if you really want to like kind of, I guess, break it down as to like how I think I actually managed to get on him. Obviously I had a gun, but he was at 30 yards. So let's just pretend that it could have been a bow kill. The property, like I said, I don't go in the main timber, but it's like a north facing slope. And I learned through my many encounters with him that he would always bed up on the top with a south wind. South wind, he could wind anything behind him, but he could see all across the north facing slope.
Gotcha. Yeah.
This is the evening. Thermals are rising. Thermals are falling. So he followed the thermals down the hill and he worked out into the finger that I was in, south wind. And so
God, that's beautiful.
kind of just like a perfect concoction of like a big buck's just gonna kind of work his way down the ridge and go up the finger. You know what I
Yep.
mean? And so I think that's just ultimately, it took me all season to really realize that that's what he was doing. Because a couple
Yeah.
encounters that I had, like this one specifically right here, he was almost same conditions, like south wind. He had the wind to his back very often. And so it's like, those are some things that like, deer maybe do, but like I really
why is he-
encountered that.
Why is he do? You know, that makes you question like why he's doing that.
The
for-
wind was not in his nose a lot.
but
of
he's
the
doing
time.
it for a reason.
Yes.
He's
Because
not just doing it because he's like, I'm gonna just walk with the wind in my back today.
it was because
There's
of
a
the
purpose.
topography.
Right.
I'm sold on that. And that's like it took me all season to learn that, and once I did, that's when I killed him.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean?
Do you feel like this opened your eyes to the next big deer of his caliber hunting the same spot? Do you think you will obviously calculate that same thing? Like,
You definitely learned something from it.
Yeah, again, they're all so different.
Yep.
And it's like, it kind of just depends where they're living, because like where he's living is not far from where any of my other deer have been, a couple 100 yards, like where I killed them. But they all they like different winds. They like specific fingers. And it's kind of interesting. I would say, at least in Iowa, like the mature deer are a little more tolerant of each other. Like they all have their little, like I could literally right now draw out a map of the property and show you exactly where like a buck will stop walking. Like I have an outline of like where I've gotten pictures of them, where I've seen them, and it's like kind of an interesting like layout of like they all have their own little pocket that they stick to.
They don't want to cross the fence.
I have a full theory on this.
What's your theory?
I call it the big buck Venn diagram.
Yeah. Venn
Where,
diagram.
is that what you're giving me the eye for?
Yeah.
So I have a property that I had like this area where I had like, a Venn diagram. There's 3 circles, right?
Yep.
There's like shared ground.
Yep.
I had deer that would never leave this circle.
You had like $3 that one year.
$3 that one year I was hunting.
Yep.
And I put myself what I thought was the Venn diagram of each and where I thought they would meet, where I've seen crossover.
Yep.
And I was hunting the crossover areas. And it's like, why the fuck am I not seeing this deer over here and this deer over here?
Yeah, just 100 yards farther.
That's all it is.
If that.
That.
Right.
I have had deer that will, I kid you not, like swoops, for example. So that was my 2022 deer. So he would walk the west edge of this finger, and he would cut down, it's like, I call it the grapevine. It's literally a grapevine on the trail. He would cut down the grapevine trail and cross over like basically the ditch to the other side. I never, ever, ever got him on the camera that I had literally like 40 yards up into basically the corner of where the finger meets the big timber.
Yeah.
I had a stand in that corner. He literally would not cross that. Like I never got a photo of him. I would see him. I'd see him take the trail all the time. And I'm like, why do I never? It's like he literally, that was his spot. That's the edge of his core area
His
or
fringe,
whatever.
yeah.
He would, even in the rut, never. And it was like so interesting to me. And so then fast forward, all these future deer that I kind of watch, it's like they do the same thing. It's like they have that one spot that they just, like that's their spot and they will not cross it.
They just won't go across the line.
Nope.
Do you think it's like an established territory thing with another mature deer? It's got to be something along those
assume.
lines, because why would they not? Or
Right.
just like, did something happen when they were a fawn with their doe that cut them off on their home range?
I don't know.
Or something?
Maybe.
Because I don't know what science there is to actually back it, but I am
It's
with
got to
you
be a
on that.
territory thing. It's got to
Because-
be.
I would think.
And I'll tell you,
Because it's like other deer are using over here. Why wouldn't he use over here? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he will not do it.
because in the last 2 seasons, I've had Floppy Jr., the Big 9, a deer I called Big Boy, and a deer I called Turn Down. So that's 5. Turn Down is MIA. Big Boy's MIA. I've killed Floppy Jr. and
Big 9.
the Big 9.
Big 9.
So I've killed 3 of the I counted 5. I've killed 3 of the 5.
Yeah.
I shot 4 of the 5. 1 is MIA. I don't know. But the other one, I don't know what the fuck happened. But it's like there were certain deer that would not cross this fucking Venn diagram. And the middle of the Venn diagram is a major creek terrain feature.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of them may have like mentally called that the line.
Right.
It's very fascinating. Like
It's so
And like that I
fascinating.
kind of get.
It's
like
a county
big
line.
creek. Yes, they
Yeah.
can cross.
Sure.
it.
you've seen the
yeah.
creek.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that to me is like yes, I get not crossing that, but there's like you say, a one
trail. Yeah, that's in the middle of the woods. Like,
Maybe
should've-
he met with another mature deer just on the opposite side of that
Yeah.
trail,
One
and that
time
was
when he
like
was 3 and got
Yeah.
his ass kicked. And
Yeah.
knew,
Or-
all right,
or-
They
well,
shook
that ain't
hands,
mine.
be like, hey, don't
I
come
would-
over here. I ain't
a
going
hard
over there.
snort wheeze or something.
Yeah. My theory, like it's
So
gotta
fun to
be,
talk about.
It's got to be something to do with that because, like Harley, for example,
It's like their parents divorced.
he moved in on the property. Is that because I killed the mature buck that was in there. Because I mean, where he was hanging out was very close to like
believe
where
that.
I've killed bucks in there. You know what I mean?
believe that. 'Cause
And
that's
I
how
had
I
never
killed
seen him
Junior.
before.
After I killed Floppy, Floppy was my biggest, highest scoring deer.
Mm-hmm.
The next year, I kill Junior, that big deer that's on the whiskey barrel, in the same, like, with 60 yards of the same
Right.
tree, you know?
He moved in.
I believe that's a thing.
Yeah.
I believe so too.
Because you got to think, when they're doing the pecking order thing and they're in velvet, they're bachelored up.
Yep.
Some deer, you're like, he was gone. I don't know. He disappeared. And then,
That's because a different one's there. Yeah.
you know, it
Yeah.
probably
His
is.
boundaries changed.
There's science to back it somehow, but I feel like experience, like what we're experiencing, is like so interesting
Oh, yeah.
because science can tell you a lot. Most of
Sure.
it's probably truths, but
Yeah.
when you go out there and like experience what a whitetail's doing in the natural, it's fucking pretty cool.
It is cool. And I think that's where the aura comes from because you're just like,
It's
maybe
all-
there's more to it than we think, but maybe there isn't. Maybe it's so simple that we're just overthinking
I
it.
approve of whitetail
You know
aura.
what I
Yeah.
mean?
I want.
It's the unknown because we can sit here and talk about it all night and we might
You would
never
literally
be
never
right.
know.
I
never
prefer.
Never know.
I want whitetail aura.
Aura.
Oh yeah.
I'm a fan of aura.
I'm a fan.
There's going to be other podcasts, other people in the industry that's like, you remove all that, you can really break it down and kill them. Yeah, bitch, I know, but I want the aura.
It's more
makes it
fun
fun.
that way.
Yeah.
Way more
aura,
fun.
Aura is more fun.
Yeah, agree.
I'll aura farm some deer right there. You know what I mean? That's what the kids are saying. I heard aura farming
The boats?
on the boat.
Sure.
Yeah, I picture my big buck just like
Big
riding a
buck.
boat away from me.
With a paddle?
Down the creek.
Yeah. You ever seen that meme?
No, I don't
No.
think so.
Aura farming?
Oh, come on.
Oh, you got to look it up. It's funny.
That's a YouTube thing, right?
Probably. I've seen it on TikTok, but aura farming?
Boat kid.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah. Look at him.
He's just farming aura. That kid has an aura.
Yeah, he does.
He doesn't need to do all that,
No.
but he's doing it.
Living life.
That kid is going.
You see that kid? If a
He is
deer did
going
that, you'd be
places.
like, I'll never kill that thing.
Yeah, literally.
If a big buck was doing that on the front of a boat, you'd be like, that
Just
thing.
swimming by your stand, like,
Yeah, how am I going to get an arrow in that thing? He's got too much aura.
He's too fucking cool.
It's, you know, if a deer has riz,
The Reaper. The deer has riz.
if a deer has riz, you're never killing it.
Never killing that thing.
You know what I mean?
you're too stunned. Too
just
stunned
like,
to speak.
Thing's got too much riz.
Oh my
I'll
god.
never get him.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It's true though. I mean, your buck had so much aura, but somehow you killed him.
Yep.
You watch by with sunglasses on.
You know
you're
why?
Not killing that fucking
You know why
thing.
you killed him?
No.
It's just a
Do you
deer.
want to know
You
why
just
Lee
see
killed
like
him?
your mouth's like,
Do you know what I'm going to say?
Yes.
What?
Because of his age.
No, because your parents are still married. Yeah, because he's 3.5. That's why you killed him.
Yeah, apparently.
He didn't know any better. Do we want to talk about this right now? Is this the segment where we move on to?
We
First of
need-
all,
we need to.
congratulations on your
Yes,
season, Caitlyn.
phenomenal.
thank
Congrats.
you.
You are certified WCB bad bitch
Thank you.
stamp of approval. We'll make a
Appreciate it.
patch for you,
Okay.
but we'll do a BB.
Patch on my socks.
We'll make you socks. We're
you
making
socks.
you custom WCB grippy socks for
I'll
next
wear
season.
them just for you.
It just says bad bitch on
I'll
it.
wear them to the Iowa Classic.
Yeah, but you can't wear shoes because you'll still have enough grip.
I have like
You gotta have the toes cut off
Birkenstocks.
of him too.
Okay, yeah. All right. We owe you a pair of custom WCB bad bitch grippy socks.
Okay.
With no toes.
Okay.
Toeless
socks.
socks.
Toeless.
With rubbers
Get
on
him
them.
the
Oh,
toed
gosh.
socks, but then cut the toes off.
No, you need them like the hippies wear, those toe shoe things, but
Yeah.
just the
Oh.
socks.
Oh, gross.
Toed socks.
I've seen
I don't
people
know if I
hunting in
could-
them things out west.
Toed shoes.
It's like, listen, dude, we know you have a man bun.
Yeah.
You don't need the shoes.
Yeah.
I don't even want to try those on.
No.
Anyway,
Disgusting.
we got to talk about something. We're on to the controversial, the real controversial.
guess.
segment.
The true controversy.
This is pretty controversial, I think.
Yeah.
I would
Here we go.
agree.
Warm it up.
All right, Lee, the hot hour.
So I age almost every deer, you know, and a lot of times I feel like they're within a year. You
Yeah.
know, sometimes I think they're 5. Or
Plus or minus
sometimes
one.
I think they're 6, they're 5.
Sure.
Sometimes I think they're 5, they're 6.
Plus or minus one.
So
Yeah.
yes, typically I would say I'm within a year.
Sometimes the interns at the science lab fuck it up right by a year.
So with having no
four.
prior history,
Oh, they fuck it up. Sorry.
having no prior history with RC, I assumed. I mean, and 6,
Hold
7.
on. Pause for a
Pause.
second.
Yeah.
For people who don't know, RC is the buck we did. What episode was it?
I don't remember.
Oh my God!
You don't
really?
remember the number?
Lee.
What the hell?
I'll tell you. So, in case you're wondering,
740.
7 something.
That's my guess. 748.
here, let me find
How do
out.
you not remember this? You remember everything.
I think it's 748.
Yeah, you do remember everything.
748. So
You do. You do remember.
episode
You fuck.
748.
You played it off like you didn't.
Lee Hurst Buck of a Lifetime. This deer is a world class, once in a lifetime whitetail. Right.
I was told it's number 4 ever with the bow in Iowa, but that is not true.
Number 4.
Yeah, that's not true.
What is it?
Bucky told me that, and he said that he asked a guy, and that's what they said. But I'm like, there's no way. I know of 4 or 5 that are bigger than him.
He's top 10.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be like number 6 or 7 ever.
Do you understand? I know you do. But I'm asking
brag.
you for the thing. I'm bragging for my boy here. How fucking insane that is. In Iowa,
Yeah,
you're in the top 10
Bow
non-typical archery bucks with a vertical bow.
yeah,
Vertical.
I know. Yeah,
Of all time.
yeah, it's crazy.
Has that actually like set in for you?
I guess I don't know. Maybe.
No.
You're like Prince
I
Andrew.
feel like you're
Oh, until the
You're too
Epstein file
humble
thing
about
came
it.
out. Yeah, that's a bad comparison. But I bet you and Prince Andrew have a lot in common.
To be fair, this is his second one, 250 or 150 or whatever.
Well, I missed another
250.
one. Yeah, when I was.
Yeah.
It's the second 200-inch
250.
deer, but his second encounter with a 250 clap.
Which is
Yeah.
crazy in
That's
itself.
insane. Yeah.
The Prince Andrew
No
thing
wonder
did
he's
not
like,
land
eh.
good.
I don't know anything.
He just got really bad called out on the Epstein files.
Okay, I don't know
Yeah.
anything about that.
Kids, it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
But for people who don't know, a 254-inch whitetail official measure in the book.
Gross. Yeah.
Gross. but
250 or 245.
He's 254.
254 and
Nets
4/8.
are for fish.
And you had this thing aged, tooth aged.
Yeah, because no prior history until I realized that I'm pretty certain I have a shed from a few years ago. So sent the teeth in and just got them back like a week or 10 days ago. And I sent it in through my taxidermist, and all he texted me was, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, "What?" So mind you,
You're like, what?
Did he send in the wrong teeth?
no,
Wrong jawbone?
I don't.
This guy would not fuck
I
that up.
doubt
wouldn't
it.
fuck that up.
There's
He would not
no
fuck
way.
He
it up.
still has his skull with the brain in it in his freezer.
He wouldn't fuck it up.
Of
Okay.
your deer?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he just kept it in the freezer.
Just in case.
Just in
Yeah.
case.
So,
So what you're saying is he's thought out. He's very well thought out.
yes.
Yeah.
He
Okay,
didn't thaw
he
it
didn't
out.
fuck it up.
All right. Do we want to
Yeah, no,
say?
he did not.
Do we want to say where you sent the teeth in, or do we not want to say that?
There's not a lot of them, but one of the they
major ones.
they cut the teeth or whatever, freeze dry them, cut the teeth, and count the rings. Essentially, I think is the math or the science behind it. But so I'm going to preface this with, now I thought it was like a 31-inch neck, but it was like sitting on the ground, so it was all pushed up. He is a 29.5-inch neck.
This is fucking insane.
He stretched
Huge.
in the bed of my pickup from one corner to the other. And I did not weigh him, but I have seen a lot of deer, and my taxidermist has seen a lot of deer. And I legitimately think I would not be surprised if he was 325 pounds. Didn't weigh him with the
Massive.
guts in, on the hoof.
By everything I've
I believe
seen
you.
and the amount of deer I've killed, I would say yes.
I believe you.
I mean, just a moose of a head, giant neck.
His
giant
Geyer
body.
buck size or bigger.
Yeah, barrel chested.
Specimen.
So sent the teeth in. It takes whatever. He waits till the end of the season and just sends all of them in at once. Takes like 60 days. So I just got them back like last week. And I haven't really told anybody this, but the initial
Yeah, no one. This is breaking.
the
Breaking
initial
news.
came back at that he was 3.5 years old.
no, you need the. Yeah.
So
Throw a jerk in there.
Bruh.
That might be the best one.
That's
right
the
there.
one.
That's the one.
so he sends me, all he sends me is what the fuck. And I'm like, okay, what the fuck what?
Yeah, what do you mean?
So I call him and he's like, check this out. He sends me the results.
Yeah.
And I'm instantly like, there is no fucking way.
no.
Like,
Not a chance in fucking
Not
hell,
a
dude.
chance.
and I was just like, I was talking to him. I'm like, you could ask 1,000 people and nobody is going to say 3.5 years old.
No one.
You could
In their
ask
right
like
mind.
everyone on planet Earth that knows whitetails.
Maybe like not a high fence deer, okay? But like a lot of those high fence deer are fed way
Yeah, but those
better.
are stupid, dude.
So right, but I'm just saying you could probably ask a high fence person and they'd say 3.5.
Yeah.
Because they're just so much bigger bodied because they've got proper nutrition all the time.
Right.
And their genetics are just
yeah, they're
way different.
bottle fed.
Right. So I instantly I'm like, is there like a re-examination button? Like you can ask him to take a second look.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh yeah, there is. So he clicked it and submitted it. And about a week later, it comes back 4.5 this time. So I'm like, well, how
I got
Still.
a theory. They
Still.
threw them teeth in the trash.
like how accurate is it if you can re-examine? And I get they say there's like a year variance. Like I get that, but I don't know.
I heard
mean, the
it's
4.5
interns
is-
doing it, and it's just a year off if you want.
like, don't get me wrong. Is 4.5 more believable than 3.5? Yes, but even
Still
though
not believable,
I don't
dude,
know
for
that
me.
it's believable.
Someone had a whole tray of teeth there that were going to get examined, and they trip and fell. And just so they're putting just random teeth in
Dude,
all
here's
the
the
cups.
thing. Here, you want to know my theory?
Yeah.
Right. I'm not going to make friends with this theory. Do I ever make friends?
No.
No, I don't. But I just speak what I think. I think they didn't know. Obviously, they should know what the deer is when they age the deer. They just age the deer. Something happened. They sent it back. You hit re-examination. Now they don't know it's Lee Her on a platform where we're talking about a fucking world-class deer, and now this company's gonna go, oh fuck,
We fucked
it up. Can you, if you still have a molar or anything else where we can try and get into it and see what it'd be, we'd love to re-examine it. Oh, he's 6.5. He's 7.5.
And so like
That's why I asked if you wanted to say the name of the brand or the organization that did it.
don't really care
It's
that
not
much.
it's not a personal deal.
my opinion on it, and I
But people are paying money.
right,
And it's
right.
wrong. It's not fucking 3.5.
No, it's
I
not.
know it's not 3.5.
No.
There's a.
I
that's
would
a
say
fact.
I
I
would
know
die
it's
on that
not
hill.
4.5. I would die on the 4.5 that it's not 4.5.
So
Would you? Would you die on it?
Yeah.
Would you
My-
die on?
Yeah, I would.
Would you die on a 4.5 hill?
I could see 4.5, but no, I
Get
don't.
the fuck out of here,
I don't
dude.
think he's 4.5.
You're being nice.
I would say so. When I grew up,
5
we
minimum.
we aged by the molars. The wear on the molars where they chew their cud. And my dad has looked at an ungodly amount of jaws.
Yeah.
And he did say, he was like, at looking at the jaw, he was like, I would say 5.5 by looking at the wear and tear on the molar jaw,
Yeah.
which I could believe.
5.5's always believable to a point.
Right.
On big deer like
Right.
that. Right.
Makes a lot more sense than fucking 3.5.
Yeah,
we
I
know
would-
what 3.5-year-old teeth look like. If you killed enough deer, we know what they look. They're sharp.
Right. Yeah. And like,
Controversial.
Not only that, if you do have a shed from him, you believe that would be him at like 1.5.
Yeah, you found that shit 4 years ago.
You know what I mean? Like, sure, it's
it was
possible,
only 2 years, or 3.
I know, I'm just kidding.
but you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. I mean,
that's
it's
just another
possible.
little piece that's kind of like probably
What
not.
year you found a
Probably
shed?
not.
All right, we got to talk about that now because
So
that
I
wasn't.
found his shed.
And you didn't know this till after the podcast, right?
Yeah, it was like a month ago. I was sitting there and I'm like, I did find an antler. I
Not
thought
far
it was
from there.
I thought it was like 4 years ago.
By the way, we got to paint this picture because you're Lee and you won't do it, and you're humble and great. And your
Do
parents
you
are so
have the
married.
date?
Yeah, it was 2 years ago. It was 2 racks before I killed him.
So 23?
23 rack.
23 rack. Okay.
So Lee finds an ungodly amount of sheds, and Lee remembers most of them, and Lee remembers more about my deer than I know about my own deer. For the
100%.
record.
Like
So
photographic memory.
yeah, it's weird. You're the deer freaking guru, man.
I said this earlier at the bar. I go, I call Lee when I don't remember shit about my own deer. Because he knows.
Yeah, specifics. I'm just cooked like at this point, but and I do believe from what you've showed us in the video and stuff that is the shed from your buck.
Yeah.
But that's a 2-year-old shed, right? Is
I
it a
don't
year?
think it's a 1.5-year-old deer, personally. I mean, it's smaller framed, but it's a little bit heavier, which he was a heavier deer. But like, it's the pedicle size to me doesn't scream a 1.5-year-old. Like
That's my thought.
it's not like a spike,
So what do we
Right.
do? What do we do to gauge the internet? Do we take a photo of your deer dead? Do we take a trail cam photo of your deer alive and blur the rack and say age this deer? Or do we post it with the rack and say age this deer? Like, how do we have fun with this with the internet? Like, what's the move? Because there's fun to be had.
I say we don't tell anyone to blur the picture. I mean, we're kind of exposing it right now, but
Well, we can post it.
We'd have to do it before.
We can do it 3 days before. We're 3 weeks out on this
That's
launch,
true.
you know?
Yeah.
don't show the rack. Be just like age this deer because as soon as you put it on with his rack, I was gonna be like, okay, that's Lee's deer.
Yeah.
Yeah, blur the rack for sure.
Yeah,
Blur the rack.
yeah.
And like, I had heard, we haven't really done like a recap since like after the first episode.
Kinda doing
I've
it
had
now,
like,
which is fun.
I've had like 7 people message me.
What
now
better
that had
episode to do a
pictures of
recap on than a Kaitlyn Maus show where we just ruined her whole personality all in one episode?
I'm not even here at this point.
I've had
kidding.
Grippy socks. Parents are married.
I'm gonna go pee. Actually.
Yeah, you're good.
You can talk.
I've had like, I think it's 7 people message me now that had pictures of him and quote unquote were hunting him. And I had some rumors that people passed it because they thought it was younger or whatever, which to each their own. And I had a buddy that was like, I don't remember exactly what he said it, but I was like, I'm all about letting deer get to 5 or 6 before I shoot them. But there comes a certain point, antler size wise, and this is probably going to piss some people off because I'm all about letting them get to that age. But I don't give a fuck if he was 2 at 250 inches.
He's dying.
If
You don't
anyone
get a chance at a
disagrees with you,
250
they're
inch deer.
dumb.
They are dumb. Fuck them.
There's a fuck you zone in trophy quality
Where-
that a hunter will never experience, and
Right.
that is it.
Right.
You know what?
sure.
You know what it is? It's 200 inches.
For most people.
Do you know what
Yes,
it
yeah.
really is? Way less than
170.
that for most people.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what it is for everybody? 254 fucking inches.
Yeah.
So if anybody's like, if that deer's 2.5 at 254 inches, I wouldn't shoot him. First of all, I don't want to be friends with that person.
Fuck
Second
that
of all,
guy.
they're dishonest. You shouldn't trust them in anything in life. Don't fucking buy a car from them. Don't fucking let anyone you know marry them. They probably have way worse shit going on in their life. They're ass people.
Right.
Their parents are definitely together.
And that's what I told my buddy.
And spoil them. Sorry.
That's what I told my buddy. I'm like, honestly, I don't give a fuck if he was 2 when I shot him.
Hey, you know what, Lee? You're not going to his fucking birthday party.
Correct. Yeah.
That's right.
Like I said, I'm all about letting him get to 5+.
Totally.
You know,
Yeah.
where
You're
I'm
that
at
guy-
my
you're
hunting
that
career.
guy.
But at 250 fucking inches, you're
Who
gonna shoot.
gives a fuck how old he
And
is?
this goes back to, like I told
Caitlyn, 254-inch deer, but he's 2.5. Do you shoot him or not?
Oh. Nah, let him walk.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Nice.
I would
All right,
shoot him all
fuck
day.
I let him walk.
and this goes back to what I was talking earlier about my first year bow hunting. I missed a deer that was 250 something.
Yeah.
I was shooting 40 pounds. He was at 40 yards. I had a 20-yard pin, but I knew how big that deer was. So, at the time, stupidly, probably I shouldn't have shot at him, but I'm not going to let that deer walk
You're
by.
also 13.
I was like 13 or 14
Yeah.
years old. So that
This
deer,
is not once in a lifetime buck for you.
yeah, I guess I've had my moments.
What the fuck?
My parents are still married.
So, anyways, I missed that deer. 9 years later, his sheds get found. 9 years later,
That's crazy.
They sat in like I think it was like 8 or 10 acre.
Were they baked white?
Yeah. Oh yeah. They were in like a swampy-ish type bottom, like next to a creek, right behind this guy's house.
Did he have both sides? You said.
Yeah.
They were side by
That's
side?
crazy.
They were like 30 yards apart.
Holy shit.
That's crazy.
And
in
they were
itself.
I think one didn't get chewed to hell. And
Right.
the other
And
one,
they were chewed on a little bit, but not crazy. Like one was missing about 5 inches and it scored 116. And it's funny because
116?
at the Deer Classic, the year that they were found, I did not know they were found yet. And I was walking through the shed show at the Deer Classic and I was with
You're
my
like, holy
dad.
fuck,
And I'm
look at
like,
those things.
I was like, Dad, that's the fucking deer. And he was like, what do you mean? I'm like, that's the fucking deer. The big one, because it got killed the next year. A kid named Kyle Blankenhorn killed him. I said, that's Kyle's buck from the year before. And he was like, what? And yeah, ended up being. So
What did he go?
when he killed him,
Yeah.
so the year I missed him, one shed was, after they found it, it was missing about a 5-inch point that was chewed off. And that side was 116, I think. Don't quote me exactly, but it was something like that. The other side was missing like 10 to 12 inches, and it was 108. So he was 250 to 260. And I really, honestly, I thought that deer might have been like 4 that year. 100%. Not just 100% in my thought process. He could have been because I have
Your
a shed
13-year-old thought process.
well, now thinking now back on it. 'cause I have a shed from him the year before,
I'm fucking with it. Yeah, yeah.
and the year he killed him, he was 225. the next year. So he lost 35 inches.
Wow.
You know, and I told a couple people when I got that 3.5 back, and a couple people were like, "Could you imagine what he would have been the next year?" And I'm like, he could have been 30 fucking inches smaller.
Yeah.
You know,
You can't play that game on deer like that.
no.
No, not at all.
They would say they make that one big jump, and it's just hard to sustain, I would think.
Yeah.
Variables, weather, all the bullshit.
Well, and that's so since the last podcast, I've had people send me pictures from the year before, and I this deer, no question in my mind, put on at least 90 inches from last year to this
In a
year.
year.
In a year. And I think it's probably closer to 100.
And why?
Wow.
I would agree. I would say 100 based off what
Yeah.
I've seen.
I would say for sure 90, but could be 100 inches. 90 to 100 inches.
90, 100, same fucking thing.
Yeah. Stupid.
At that point, yeah.
I think he was pushing 60s, 160s the
Yeah,
previous year.
I would have said he was close to 60, so that would put him at 95.
Imagine seeing a deer 160 and then saying to your buddy, like, hey, Eric, this deer's 160. I bet if I pass him, it'll be 254 next year.
I'd be like, you're full of shit, brother.
You'd fucking smack me in the face.
Yeah, as you're sending an arrow.
Yeah. Your parents are still married.
How many fucking beers have you drank right now? You're talking crazy, brother.
You know, yeah, like that's just super specimen genetics and just like
Silly.
what happened.
Don't know.
It's
That's a freak occurrence.
I think
Are you in big ag where you're, not to narrow it down, but you have a lot of ag? Yeah.
Iowa's got a lot of ag, Caitlyn. I don't know if
He
you
lives in
know.
I do
Iowa.
know that, but it also
it's fucking everywhere.
There's spots that don't have a lot of ag.
Yeah, but yes, I am.
And there's spots that are only ag,
Correct.
you know.
Yeah. Yeah, the
That's
whole
right. That's right.
Yeah, you are the northwest corner of the state. There's like no timber.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
woods.
Fuck, Illinois is pockety like that too.
Mm-hmm.
You hit certain parts of central Illinois, you're like,
Yeah.
fucking no trees out here, dude.
Yeah.
Where we at? The plains.
So fucking Texas.
Yeah.
See for about
Isn't it fascinating,
87
man?
miles.
I love aura.
Yeah.
Like
Aura.
this is still aura related on deer, and I feel like in the mainstream of big buck killers, like big buck mythology, is that a term?
Sure.
Sure.
Like
Yeah,
I'm
more-
talking in the Lee Lakoskis, the big dog,
Yeah.
big buck mythology. Do they believe in deer aura?
Gotta ask 'em.
I think they break it down to a science.
Or
and don't
do you
really
think they
believe it.
diminish aura?
Yeah.
Do you think they diminish aura because they have so much money they're allowed to?
No, I don't think so.
They just look at
Like,
deer.
That's not a hate question. That's an honest
I
question.
think they look at deer differently.
and I'm not trying to be
not,
funny.
Not differently as
you
in a
talk
bad
Mark,
way.
you talk Lee, you talk Skip Sly.
I feel like Mark allows a little aura.
He does, yes,
But I feel like the aura is like their early days. But then there's some guys that just
they break it down to a science.
I think
I mean-
aura is like I think those guys maybe not so much because they want to just kill it. They're just they're not like fantasizing the deer. And
They've
like,
done it at a high level for so long that they have it
need to
a
kill.
science.
Yeah.
They need to get the episode, and that's not taking
Can I
away
give an
from
honest
them.
take?
I think they're great hunters.
can I give an honest take? And I'm not hating. It's
Yeah.
just how I perceive it.
Yeah.
And it's also based off my Kurt Geyer's personal intake of hunting content.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not so much into the Lee Lakoski style content right now because Lee, I feel like, does cut out aura. Last season, I feel
Yeah.
like was the most aura cut out, just straight to
Kill the deer.
what. How big's that deer? Like I watched them debate that big buck he killed on that video,
6x6
and
or whatever.
honestly, I was like, "That's cool," but it diminished like coolness a little bit for me as a fan.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Still a fan of Lee. Still respect Lee. Obviously, he's
Thank
one
you.
of the goats.
Lee.
Oh yeah, we're talking about this, Lee.
Thank
Relax.
you.
Sorry, I had to. I'm sorry.
You had to do that.
I had
I'll
to.
give you that. I'll give you that.
Can I cut that clip?
We'll cut that clip for you specifically. Braden, cut it. Do you know what I'm at though? But I like.
Yeah,
when-
for sure.
I love the kind of the credit to the brain of the whitetail. Even though, like, I know when Mark Drury's hunting a deer, is he
Yeah.
gonna kill it? Most likely, yes.
Yep.
And I'm not saying Mark paints him with the most aura. And I'm not saying Mark always paints him with aura. There might be certain deer where Mark cuts it out like we're going in, there's no aura, we're going to kill that deer. But I feel like, and even with Lee, you still could this season catch hints of him like applying that like youthful excitement. The aura is youthful excitement on the whitetail. That's what it is, a baseline. And I feel like I like it. I want that to stay on the deer.
I think it goes back to like the hunting versus killing. Like if you're just a killer, you don't apply that aura to them.
But I
as
consider
much.
myself a killer though, but maybe I'm not as much of a killer as I think.
Yeah. Well,
I'm in my own bias though. Like
Yeah,
I
maybe.
think there's several different definitions of killer. You, to me, are a killer in the aspect of you like to fucking kill things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like you're going to kill a pile of deer. There is then a killer from the aspect of Mark Drury, who, yes, kills a lot of deer, but Mark Drury, Lee Lakosky, they have it so much down to a science that they are, if they want to kill one, more than likely they are going to kill it.
Yeah.
You know, yes, they are hunting that deer, but to me, they are killers in the aspect of they have deer figured out for the most part. I mean, not all the time, obviously, like you said earlier.
But more than
single deer is
anyone.
different. But more than anybody else, they have
Yeah.
it down to a science to kill them. If that
Let
makes
me ask you this. This is a question for the room. Do you want to be to that point where you just kind of know if you get the deer, you're gonna kill it? Like, is that appealing? Is that appealing to Kaitlyn Maus to know, like, I got this deer, I know I'll kill it. I know this year I'm gonna kill it. Like, if you were that sure, would it still be as enjoyable? Would it still be as exciting?
I don't know.
Or is the thought of the hustle and the chase and the aura, does that make it more exciting knowing like maybe I won't kill it?
It definitely makes it more exciting.
Yeah, I think for me personally, the hunt is really what gets me. Like I really enjoy figuring it out.
Yeah.
If I felt like 100% confident,
Like it was canned.
yeah, it's cool, but yeah, it's almost like, well, I might as well go shoot a high fence deer at that point. You know what I mean? Like I don't want it to be a guarantee.
Yeah.
You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
And I think that's why I like public also, is because it's so different than having leased deer that I at least have history with or like have trail camera. Like I'm truly going in blind, and it's purely on skill and like grit and like, can I figure it out?
Right,
If I
right.
don't, I take that as like a learning experience and like, okay, what went wrong? What can I change for next time? What can I apply here? What can I apply there? And I think just those pieces are what I think are the most fun of it.
For sure. Yeah, I get that.
So
yeah.
if it was a 100% guarantee every time, no, it wouldn't be
Might as well farm your own deer.
right. It wouldn't be the same.
But then, all right, I just fucking opened Pandora's box with that statement.
So for me,
Everyone would be like, they are farming their own deer.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Right,
like, fuck,
right.
all right, I'm sorry.
so
I
for
didn't
me,
mean for this to happen this way.
I like to go into the season having the confidence that I'm gonna kill a deer. Like with Carolina this year, before the neighbor killed him, I was 100% confident that I was going to shoot that deer this year. But I also like being humbled by the deer. Like I do enjoy it in my mind, like the fact of like Carolina, I had 5 years of history with him. Like I had put all that information together, and in my mind, I was like, okay, this is the year. He is fucked.
Yeah.
I don't want to say I know what he's going to do, but I got a pretty damn good idea from 5 years of watching him that my odds of killing him are pretty damn good.
Yeah.
But I like the ability of the deer to then humble me and change up something for who knows what fucking reason and go to the neighbor and get killed.
Yep.
Yeah.
And like for Cucumber coming into this year, like
Good. That's a good angle.
having
good angle.
having before my deer showed up this year, having the 2 encounters, like, do I feel next year I can kill Cucumber? Like, obviously, he might go to the neighbors and the neighbor might kill him. But like, do I feel the confidence in myself and what I know about that deer? Because I also now will have 5 years of history with that deer.
Yeah.
Like, do I myself, before the season even starts, without even knowing that he's around, you know, that he's still going to be alive, and this might sound cocky as fuck, but do I feel like in my mind right now that I have the confidence that I'm going to kill that deer before the season's over? Yes,
yeah.
I do. But
a cool
like I
spot,
said, what I
you know?
really like is the ability of the deer to then say, fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that this
You
year.
got me figured out. I'm out of here.
Aura.
It's aura. Yep.
I think that's why I cry, because like a public land deer, I don't think I've ever cried over, because it's just like random. It is what it is, however it happens. But like the deer that I really focus on, kind of the same thing. It's like
Yeah.
it's like I did it. You know what I mean? Like
I outsmarted him.
it's not a guarantee, but like when it does happen, it's like, okay, I do know what I'm talking about. I do know how to do this.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like kind of that confidence boost. It is sadness, but also like, heck yeah. You know what I mean?
It's like it's sadness, but it's a sadness satisfaction.
Yeah.
And it also is like all right, see you, Braid.
See you, bud.
It's a
It's like,
totally get what you're saying. It makes perfect sense
yeah,
to me.
like I would say on my lease, I'm the same with Lee. Like there's a handful of deer. I know what they're doing roughly. I know where they're going to be. And I feel very confident that I will at least get an opportunity.
Yeah.
Whether it happens or not, who knows? But that's part of the fun of it.
Yeah, right. I think, man, all right, so I'll give you said a couple things when you were talking, and like this all kind of relates. When I was younger, I'd look up to some of the guys I hunted with, and I'm like, dude, these guys, in my eyes, as young Kurt, like being like a preteen or an early teenager, you know, like I'm talking like 12, 13, 14, bow hunting, 15, like just learning it, trying to figure it out. You looked up to the dudes that are in their 30s, late 30s, early 40s bow hunting that have all this experience.
They had the guarantee buck.
It seemed that way,
Yeah,
right? For
yeah.
sure, it seemed that way. But all it is their experience. I'm like, I was dying to kill a deer over 120. I was dying to see a deer over 120.
Yeah.
See a
And
deer
we'd come
with
back to
fucking
camp, and one
antlers.
guy'd have a 140-inch deer, and I'm like, oh my God.
Like, how do you do
Yeah.
that?
I've never seen one of those,
Yeah.
you know? And I remember telling one of the guys, so I grew up hunting with my dad. It was like his coworkers, right? And I was in the truck with another guy. We were riding to go recover a buck. Or we were going to get dinner or something. I don't remember. I was in the truck, and I remember I was really young, couldn't even drive at the time. I remember telling him, I just want to be the guy who knows things like you guys know things. I legitimately could pinpoint the fucking GPS location where I had this conversation. I'm like, I just seem like when I talk to you guys know how to kill deer, and I want to be the guy who knows things. And I remember him telling me like, dude, you're so young, you're going to do it for long enough. Eventually you'll be the guy who knows things.
Right.
And I just remember like looking at those guys like, how are you doing this thing?
Yeah.
They've done it for years.
like,
are you doing it?
Deer had 1,000% aura at that time for me. And I'm like,
Yeah.
it's impossible, you know? And I just remember talking to those guys, like being like conscious about it. Like, how do you know how to do these things? Like, how are you killing deer? And I'm like dying to kill one, you know? Like Jim be like, I saw 120 this morning. I'm like, put me there.
Yeah.
I fucking
Can I understand, please?
feed me, spoon feed me, you know?
Yeah.
I'm like begging for a deer that had a rack, you know?
Tie it up for me.
Tie it up, Jim. Let's go, brother.
Yeah.
And I just feel like I've always looked at those guys that had that like bow hunting experience, like figuring things out, having deer that throw you through a loop, having deer that humble you, having deer that just fucking put you through the ringer where you're
fucking
like,
ringer.
why do I even bow hunt? You know, like that feeling. And it's like, that's what makes you a bow hunter, your experiences and like feathers in your cap type thing. And like, that is what makes that what you were saying. It's like, I like deer that humble me. Well, those dudes have had deer that humbled them in their day. And I'm
they learned from
fucking
it.
between the ages of 12 and probably 16, 17 at the time going, teach me, motherfucker, you know? And that's how you learn. You learn on your own
Yeah.
and just
Eventually you get there.
doing it. You
And
know?
that's like, I think I talked about this on my first ever episode. Like, my dad did not hold my hand because he was like, I didn't have anybody to hold my hand. I figured it out. And my dad's killed a lot of really big deer with the bow.
Yeah, I went bow hunting on my own. I hunted with them, but he just set me on my own.
And that's
Yeah.
exactly what my dad was. He was like, you know what? And I said this on the first episode I was ever on. Go in that area. There's always good deer around there, but go try to kill one, you know? And really for me, like, you know, I had some really good encounters with a lot of really big deer growing up. There's like 5 bucks that should be on my wall if I had known a little bit more.
A 250.
Another 250.
That's just crazy.
My dad screwed me out of a 190 once. That was
I never knew that about the other 250 because I was
I've
like,
told
man, once in a lifetime buck. I just don't
I've
remember.
told you guys that before.
Dude, you know how cool it'd be to have your parents still be married?
I wouldn't know.
First of all, I had to make my dad alive again, and then had to remarry my mom. So that's impossible.
It's
but
not-
you
it's
know,
nice.
I can
But
dream. I'll
it's
dream
nice.
about it maybe tonight. Maybe it'll turn into a nightmare. Probably.
So
You want to come hang
anyways, what I
out? You
was
want to come hang
saying,
out with my parents
I
for a
just
little
sleep
bit?
in your
Just
bed tonight. So I have night terrors.
Have him tuck you in.
Yeah.
you know, I started bow hunting when I was 13 or 14. And I
He
would
just
say,
gets us right back.
He's like, yeah, I don't care.
so
we talk about my
this
parents
would be
for a
my whatever 17th bow season or something like that.
Yeah.
And realistically, the first 15, clueless. Got lucky, shot a few.
Honestly, 2 years ago, you've just been clueless.
Or I guess not 15, 12 years probably. The last 5 years, I would say. It's really like each year, each deer I kill, it's just like more and more and more and more.
Yeah.
Clicks, makes sense, understand it. Yes, I'm a Rain Man. Like we've talked about it before. I probably overanalyze every single situation, but I feel, especially like the last 5 years, it's just been like each year I understand it more. I learn more.
And it's at a subconscious level.
But it was
Do you
like,
feel that way?
It was like a click. Like I would say around 2019, 2020 is when all of a sudden it was just like,
You kind of figured out.
yes. And
What
I think
clicked though?
I think for me is that's when I started hunting specific deer. I would have like one or two.
100% agree.
I would
That's what
have
taught
one or-
you. Did you have that same click?
Yeah, when I moved to Iowa and I hunted swoops is when I was like,
I would have, not
Kinda more
necessarily one deer.
On the ball on
but I would have 1, 2, or 3 deer, like 1 to 3 deer that I'm like, I'm in the same area. If one of them comes by, I'm going to kill him. But
And you
more
think,
or less like one
do you
or
think
two
it's
deer.
because you're paying attention to the deer more?
Yes,
Like you're
paying
not like
attention
you're
to
not
the
like
details.
you're not paying attention to the whole herd. You're
it's
paying
not
attention
general,
to that.
it's specific.
Yeah,
Exactly.
You're not analyzing deer. You're analyzing the deer.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
And especially the last, realistically, pretty much since I killed Junk Brow, I've been 1 buck. I'm hunting that 1 buck.
Same for me in the last few years
And
as well. Yeah.
that I think to me is what's made it click so much harder. Like you got your ass humbled this season, but you
Yeah.
probably learned more this season than you
I
ever
did.
have.
It was, yeah.
You learn more by fucking up.
Yeah.
Isn't it weird though? It's like you kind of once. I feel like I've gotten that click. I don't know to the level that you have. Maybe I don't know. Like you can never really like put a gauge on it, but
Well, that's the hunter versus killer thing too, I think.
I know what you're saying. But it also helps you pass lesser deer when you have the click because you see lesser deer more frequently.
Right.
When the click happens because now you're past. I just want to see a 120 or whatever. Like what I was saying earlier, you kind of like now because of the way you're hunting and approaching things, entry, exit, wind, blah, blah, blah whatever.
You're
Those deer are more common.
striving for so much more.
Not
too.
to like brag, but I could probably shoot a 120
in 30 minutes.
dang near every sit.
Right.
I mean, at least
All
in
right,
Iowa.
Lee Lukoski.
Not to brag, but it does feel that way because it's like
I'm just kidding,
I
Caitlyn, but
see
that's funny.
I see deer like that, and it's like, okay, well, that's not what I'm here for,
Yeah.
Like if I just wanted to fill a tag, sure. And I've actually helped a lot of people. Like I'll get messages from people that are like, "This is my property. I can't seem to figure it out. Like, what would your advice be?" And I kid you not, I have at least a dozen people that I've put on deer. And they will send me pictures, and they're like, "I killed this deer because you told me to sit here." And that's just like kind of a reassuring thing. It's like,
I do know what I'm talking about.
I kind of do,
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to the real big smart ones, maybe not, like that.
So many variables.
That's where the challenge
Yeah.
is. And I try to challenge myself each year is like, okay, I've accomplished X, Y, Z. What can I be better at next year?
Yeah,
But yeah.
for sure. And I think too, like we get a lot of those messages like, "Hey man, here's my property," and it's like a yellow circle just
Yeah.
from their
Yeah.
screenshot. I'm like, brother, I'd love to tell you, but like there's certain things I'm like, I'd have to see all that.
Yeah.
Too.
There's
But
only much I can tell from Errol.
I've said this a ton on the show. I'm a big fan of guess and check.
Oh, yeah.
If you don't know and you have no idea, get in there and sit and
Sit a long ways
look
away that you can watch.
and just watch. Like
Or go in there and fuck it up. Honestly, like that's how you learn the fucking most is by going in there and fucking it up.
Well, totally. That is true. And I feel like a lot of people here, like we're talking about the click, right? We've done the fucking around. We've been in the spots. We've done all that. I feel like some people might take that as in like we've never screwed up. Like, but I think a lot of people are they hear certain, I hate the term influencer, but they hear certain influencer people in the hunting realm talk from an upward angle of, just whatever it is.
Well, even like what I just said, it's not coming from a place of like being cocky. I've just screwed up on so many deer that it's like I've learned from that.
Right.
Totally.
You know what I mean?
Totally. And I just want people to take what they hear from some people say to be like, where they're tiptoeing too much and they never get in it and learn.
Yeah, you
where
have
it's
to
like,
at some point.
Sometimes, dude, and we have this conversation several times a year. We're like, man, I don't know. I'm trying to figure this out. This is the committee talk.
Yeah.
And like, which you should have.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't have this talk, but I have it all the time. It's like, fuck, I don't know, dude. You know, and then it's just like, fuck it, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Get in there. Go
Like,
in there.
I'm just going, man. Because what the fuck?
gotta
I'm going
do
to
it.
cut across that fucking field. The wind might not be perfect, but if I do it fucking fast enough, I can hang that thing quiet enough. I might, and then it works, and you're like, oh my God, I'm the best.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
I didn't know what I was talking about.
You're like, why didn't I do this sooner?
Right.
Or another example is the sanctuary, right? We stay out of the spots. We do this. We tiptoe. We save our certain spots for the certain times of year.
Yeah.
And then, the wind's kind of quartering. I don't know. And then you have to kind of smack yourself a little bit and be like, go in there. It's the perfect time to be in there. This is the only time you're going to be in there over the next 14 days for the next 365 fucking days of whatever that is. Go in there, try it. Sometimes a Hail Mary gets deer killed.
Oh, for
100%.
sure. Sometime, like our buddy Nick Morris from Drew Outdoors says, sometimes they're just laying in there not very smart. You just got to go in there and fucking kill them.
Yeah.
And that's what kills them.
Yep.
Yeah.
When do you apply the fuck it tactic?
That's the hard part.
That's the hard part. After all the aura we've been talking about, when do you remove the aura?
You rip the Band-Aid off and just say, fuck it.
Because sometimes you have to do it, and that's the fun of it. When to throttle in, when to throttle out, when to make them seem not so cool.
And I think that's part of the click for me too, is so many
Makes it
years
so fun.
so many years of fucking up.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, I can think of right now, right off the top of my head, $5 that should be on my wall that are as big, obviously not as my biggest now, but that are like
He's actually,
250s.
Yeah, I say he's
A
actually
254,
3.5
3.5-year-old fucking
are-
killing it.
that are like 70s plus. I have 5 that I can think of right now, that quick. And there's probably another 5 that I fucked up on that are 50 to 70. You know, if I really sat and think about it. So it's just part of it. You have to fuck up. You just have to do it. You know?
do. That's the fun of it, man. That's the thing. I just love it. That's why we're all in here talking about it for fucking going on 800 episodes.
Right.
It's like, if this sucked to talk about, you wouldn't hear us fucking be like, aura.
Yeah.
Aura would have ran out fucking
A long time ago.
in 50 episodes. You
Yeah.
know,
It's
you'd be
like-
like, I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Yeah.
You know, you talk about the 120 thing. It's all about your goals. Like, that's the one thing I've had several people now that are like, what the fuck are you going to do now?
Yeah.
Kill 140s for the rest of my
And-
life.
You shoot a spike.
I said it's
It just even the playing field.
it's always been my goal to kill the biggest of the 5+ year olds I know about. I don't give a fuck if he's 140, if he's 135.
You've always been an age guy.
If that is the biggest, I mean, I obviously maybe not on this deer. I like to let him get to 5. But
3.5.
He's out here killing 3.5
2 years early there, bud.
Yeah. What a loser.
like,
You need to learn how to age them.
I mean, I've had a bunch of people that
You
are
should
like,
really
"Oh,
pay
you're going to
attention."
retire?" I'm like, "No, I'm going to kill. I don't care if it's 140 inches next year. If it's the biggest deer, age 5 years old and older that I have on camera, that's the deer I'm going to target. I don't give a fuck."
It's
that
a
he's-
funny question,
That is funny.
you know?
Because it's like, if you really like to hunt, just because you shot the biggest deer probably ever, like, you're still going to want to go hunting.
Oh, yeah. You're not just going to give it up because you shot a giant
You're not
deer.
going to just stop.
But that's normal. That's us. That's
Yeah.
normal thinking for us. I get the question, but I don't get it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
What are you going to do now? It's like,
But it's a basic question. Like,
hunting.
everyone asks that when you kill a
Shoot
fucking
another
giant
one.
deer.
Well, and I've
or
had
the
a few
common
people that have
question
been
is,
like,
would
"Oh,
you rather kill a 200 every 5 years or kill a 140 every year?
You're saying, like, not fill tags in between?
No, you kill a 200 once every 5 years, no other tags filled, or a 140 every year.
140 every year.
Same.
140.
See, I would rather kill a 200 every 5 years, personally. I'm sorry.
No, I don't. I mean,
You know?
you're allowed. I don't.
There's no right or wrong.
I
There's not a
don't
right or wrong.
disagree. You know, like for me, I like to shoot animals.
Right. If it's a 140, that's the biggest mature deer I have, then I'd take one every 5 years. Or every
year, yeah.
But,
Yeah, yeah.
you know, in the area.
I think it's situational for me,
Yeah.
too.
And
I feel like not. There's so many variables how it would go down. I like to deer hunt, man. I just like them.
me too, but I like
know?
to watch them.
I like to watch
I don't
them
have
too.
to watch the fletchings disappear.
I like to watch them for a long time, and then eventually I got to kill one.
Yeah. See, I'm
know?
not that way, you know?
I peak. It's like a climax for me. I mean, that sounds fucking gross, but it's the thing.
Yeah.
I got to get to a
True.
point where I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm about to bust. I got to shoot
kill
something, you know?
Look like let an arrow go.
And I like it.
That's the thing. I
And
like to
I'll
shoot
do it
arrows.
I'll shoot a doe.
Yeah. Oh, I love shooting does.
I'll bust on a doe.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll bust twice on a doe.
What the fuck?
I shoot
Same
two.
doe?
I shoot the same doe twice.
You might bust twice on one doe.
One doe.
Hey, it's your boy.
You never know.
Me, Eric.
So long, circle back. Yeah, apparently he was 3.5.
3.5-year-old.
I love all
I
the-
don't know that I can believe it, and it makes me really question a lot of those things.
Yeah, now
anymore,
I'm,
you know,
because my teeth go to the same place.
and like, don't
Hey, you
get me
know
wrong,
what?
Most of them I have agreed with within a year.
Yeah.
You know, 5 to 6, 6 to
No,
5.
no.
I felt
Look at-
like my deer was off a year.
All
Which
right.
now I'm really almost reassured in
That
that.
fucking intern dropped a tray of teeth and put a fucking random teeth back in the cups.
Company that ages deer,
Some
two
guy-
thumbs down.
Some guy shot a 3.5-year-old and he thinks he shot a 7.5.
He's like, damn. Everyone told me this deer was
Oh,
young.
man.
His bases are like this.
He's from Alabama at a hunt club. Fuck all you guys that tried to kick me off this lease.
They shot a 7.5-year-old in Alabama. What's up?
That's funny. That was funny.
That's
Some guy
probably
got your teeth. Oh my gosh.
I don't know. It,
Yeah.
like I said, it
I
doesn't
used to
matter.
see a guy carrying a tray of teeth that's about to get examined, you know, and they're on those little fucking cups, like a fucking ketchup cup, you know. And they're just like, he's like, "Ah!" And he's like, oh fuck, no one's seen him, so he's like, oh fuck,
pick 'em
and
up
just
really
fucking
fast.
He's throwing teeth in fucking random cups.
It's like, you ever seen Workaholics where the dude with the long hair pees in all the piss samples? Like you tested positive for NyQuil, DayQuil.
Yeah.
It's, like, it's that situation. He's like, oh fuck. One guy got a deer that tested 6.5 and 3.5 at the same time. Two teeth got put into one cup.
Like I said, obviously he's dead. I don't give a shit. I would do it again.
Yeah,
Even
who
knowing
cares?
he's 3.5, I'm killing the motherfucker.
Who
Oh,
cares?
for sure.
But here's the thing.
And you can hate me for that. If all you
Baseline,
want.
if you're paying
people, but I don't give a fuck.
Hey, no one hates you for that, first of all. And second of all, if you're paying for a service, the
should be
service needs to be accurate.
And
Was Israel running the fucking tooth aging situation?
I think it's the most accurate way to age deer? Yes, I really do.
Probably, yeah.
It is the most accurate way
Yeah.
to do it. But obviously there's variance, there's things that can go wrong. Some fucking intern can spill a tray, you know, who knows?
Didn't tie his shoes that day, you know.
But
This company is like,
He needed grippy socks.
I was just gonna say, he needed
Yeah.
grippy socks.
we're sending a pack of grippy socks to the fucking aging company.
and I'm like I said, I'm not discrediting what they do.
I'm not discrediting what they do.
because most
I'm
of,
making jokes, brother.
right. Because most of the
I never
deer-
said the name of their company.
Right, correct. Most of the deer that I've had are within realm of what I think, but I just don't know that I can get behind that.
Why
this
does it have
deer
to be
is
this one that's not in the realm of what
Yeah,
you think?
or
of all of them.
Of all of them, why is it?
That's what I'm saying. They'd be embarrassed if we said something about it because they're wrong. They are fucking wrong.
Maybe it's some fucking old genetic line from prehistoric deer. Who fucking knows? Is it possible? Maybe.
That's stupid.
I
Don't
told
even
my dad, and he
That
was like,
wouldn't change his
stupid.
age.
That's stupid. Yeah. I mean, exactly.
That would make him like a million years old.
well, you know what I mean, like
If
the
he's
genetic
He's a
line.
saber-toothed tiger with antlers.
My dad was like,
Fucking
well,
thing had fangs and shit.
Yeah.
my dad was like, well, you never know. Maybe a Canadian deer bred a northern Minnesota deer, then northern Minnesota bred a mid-Minnesota, then mid-Minnesota bred
my
a
gosh.
southern
Jesus
Minnesota.
Christ,
Just
here we
being a
go.
He was just being a shithead, you know.
Yeah, and that one fucked a walrus, and here we are.
And that's why he's so big.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
And
Dead
like,
fangs.
do I think possibly he had something wrong with him from like a hormone or
That's what I was gonna bring up. Like,
thyroid
maybe.
issue? Because like I think I said this on my episode when I gutted him, there was so much like hard globby fat everywhere inside of his body cavity. Like,
Sounds like swoops.
could it?
But
be?
you would think a deer with like an internal issue wouldn't have that much energy to put into his antlers.
Well, but like a lot of those people that have thyroid issues get really big
Yeah.
weight wise. They get really big body frame wise. So like, I know.
yeah, I
Could
hear
it
you.
very well be that he has something like that and he is fucking 3 years old and he's 250
Look at Lee trying
inches
to
and-
cover his bases.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I'm
This
just
company's
justified.
maybe not wrong.
I'm
I don't
just
want to call
saying.
anybody out.
It
I'm
is
just saying the thing to
possible,
me,
but-
it's possible.
The fat thing's
But-
weird though, because that deer right there had too much fat on him. Same way.
Yeah. So
It was
I
just
don't
weird when
like,
you cut him open.
is there a very strange scenario where something like that could be the case? But then again, if you look, you know, I was talking to my cousin about it.
I don't like this. You're giving the
I know. But I was talking to my cousin, and he goes, well, like, as far as I've heard, like, a lot of the really, really big record book bucks are like 3 or 4 years old.
Primo health.
Yeah, like
I can see 4 or 5.
Right, but I don't remember, like, he brought up the Milo
There's
Hansen
no
buck.
fucking way your deer is 3.5.
I know. I'm not saying that I think it's 3.5, but my cousin was like, you know, I've heard from a numerous amount of people that a lot of those big record book bucks are like 3 and 4 years old.
Did they send their
Whether
teeth
it's
in?
true.
Yeah, back in 1976.
Yeah, let's get to science. Hey, we're not talking about aura right now. We're talking about science.
Right. So, you know.
Here's the thing. How did his doctor not catch his thyroid problem earlier? That's what I want to know. How did he get by this long without his doctor catching his thyroid problem?
One
fuckers like me,
conversation.
They should have
go to
got
the
this.
doctor.
He never had a fucking blood test before, and we're just letting this deer just be alive without a thyroid test? What are we doing?
He should have been taking his vitamins.
My problem is I'm such a science nerd that I'm like, it can't be that wrong. It can't be that he's 7 and they had him at 3 or 4 unless it's something stupid like that. But I was talking to, I don't remember who, somebody
Not stupid
today.
if it happened.
And they were, right. And they were like,
I get your point. That's a good point.
Actually, he's
like,
2.5.
He brought up like the weird genetic
Shame on
line
you.
or thyroid issue. I'm like, yeah, but that's like a 1 in a million chance. And he goes, yeah, but his rack is a 1 in a million rack. And I'm like,
True.
No, 1 in a million.
Bruh.
well,
You've seen 2 of them. I don't know. If 1 in a
Hey, you
million.
know what? Good points. I don't like it.
You're wrong.
in my bones, do I think he's 3? Not a fucking chance in hell. Do I think he's 4? 25 to 50% chance. Do I think he's
We'll give him
5
a
plus?
on 4.5.
Do I think he's 5 plus? Personally, yes. Like,
Yeah, we'll give him the horn on 5. We'll give him a on 4. Bruh on 4, horn on 5.
Is anyone listening that shot a 2.5-year-old? Their teeth came back at an 8-year-old.
so
Yeah,
if there's anybody out there,
reach out. You're liable for compensation. Put a billboard.
You may be entitled to.
Yeah.
Compensation.
if
yeah.
there's
We'll put up
anybody out there
billboards
listening,
coming in and out of the Iowa Deer Classic, so
Yeah.
people can be like, "Holy fuck, that's me!"
Yeah.
We're looking for fucking Lee's Buck's teeth.
Someone listening's gonna be like,
They're out there somewhere.
"Yeah."
if there's
sure.
anybody listening that knows of a more proper way that you can age a deer than the teeth, that you can use the skull or tissue or brain matter, let me know because I
Yeah,
still
brain
have the
matter.
brain.
I watched
gotta
a
drill
deer
into the
one
antlers.
time come out of a doe's vagina, and I followed it ever since then. I made sure he was 5 from
Like a
then.
fawn?
before I killed him. Yeah, I watched him slip out of that thing, and I tracked
fuck?
him
He's
from then on out.
joking.
I just,
He's joking.
Like,
it's the only way you'd actually know.
Right. Yeah.
true.
I watched him
Watch that.
slip out of that thing. It's like a very weird way to describe that.
I
Yeah.
was talking to Josh and I'm like, and he was like, dude, if that's actually
He's always just like, doesn't care what you fucking
Acknowledge
say.
our dumb shit.
it's dumb. There you go. There's your acknowledgement. I was talking to Josh and he goes, dude, this is one of those things that, like, if it does happen to be true that he's 3 or 4, that mind fucks the way that every single person thinks about aging deer on a hoof.
Because he's not 3, so it doesn't mind fuck anybody.
Yeah.
I'm doing it on purpose now. If you can't
Yeah.
tell, I'm just fucking riling him up.
And Josh would be the guy to say that.
Yeah, he would.
He would.
Josh is also very fucking gay, like Lee is, when it comes to like facts on things. Like, well, we could have a thyroid issue. I love Josh just as much as I love you, but you guys are stupid.
Thanks.
You know what I mean? Stupid.
dumb.
I mean smart
Yeah.
in a weird way. It's you gotta just
They're dumb smart.
you guys. Yeah, I just
Anything's possible, but the likelihood's pretty low, I would say.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
yeah. The likelihood of the rack also is rare, but that doesn't apply to the
You take the
age
rack
of
off just based on his body size. It's like there's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way. it's
Not
2.5.
3. Anything's possible at 4, I think. I think there's enough
Yeah.
age on a deer at 4. You know, it's like
4.5 is more
fuck,
believable.
He could be, and I know it's a year, but
Mm-hmm.
you see what happens in whitetails from 3 to 4, and it can be drastic.
Right. That's why I say I think 4 is more believable, but
Oh, for sure.
But
It's fascinating.
It sucks you had to like retest it because
Right.
now you're just questioning.
And then they
Right.
just gave you back 4.
yeah.
Ah, fuck. Clicked. Did you have to pay for a retest?
No.
Okay, that's good.
They just went in there and
But now I'm
changed it.
questioning my deer.
And they asked like when he I was on the phone
How
with
big
him.
was he though?
Well, they asked like what makes you think that this is not that your age was wrong.
Oh, fucking look at him.
What'd you say?
And I think we said
Just
body
look at it.
size, neck measurements, and I think he put rack size, but body size and neck measurement were the main
Factors.
factor what made us think, okay, maybe not.
Do you think, and you're well, you are biased. No matter what, you're biased. Caitlyn,
Yes.
Call out.
do you think in your you didn't kill the deer, everything you've heard, do you think the company that did that would come on and talk about it? Or do you think they'd be like, we fucked up? Because I'm not saying they did.
Oh, I have no idea. I mean, I have the same taxidermist as Lee, so he just sends them off. I don't
think
Okay.
they would.
I would probably not.
You don't think they would what?
Probably
I don't think
not.
they'd come on.
Because they're like, fuck, we're probably wrong.
And
That's what you kind of, you were, is the implication.
yeah, so, and maybe they would to defend the company. I don't
But
know.
I'd be interested how it could be wrong. Or
Right.
if it's
To
not
talk
wrong.
about the science behind it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I would honestly like them to come in and sit with
I think
us
it'd be
and
cool.
explain
Be
it to
really
us.
fucking cool.
Yeah.
Explain it to us, and then we can bring it up with them and be like, okay, explain it then.
We talk so much shit about you.
Yeah.
Tell us how we're wrong.
Yeah, tell
I
us
think
how
we-
we're wrong. Explain to us,
Yeah.
how you got the difference in the retest.
Right. So
Explain
quickly.
that to us, which they already had the teeth
That's true. That's true.
cut. and
It'd just
everything.
be cool to see the whole breakdown of the process
Right.
too. Like, because do we really know how they get that and how they actually do it?
There's
No,
a,
we just
I know
wanna-
there's a dye.
I've heard it's like freeze dried. They dye it and then they slice
That's
it.
what I
with a
mean. No
laser.
one knows
Yeah.
exactly how
Right.
they fucking. It'd be
I think
interesting to see how
I
they do
would
it.
love for the opportunity for them to come in and sit with us and discuss the process, and then
Be-
candidly how we do it, discuss this instance.
And there's
say,
different
okay,
companies that don't they do it different ways too?
I don't know.
That's like, I don't know much
That's the
about it.
thing.
I just thought it was like tree rings. They put the dye in it
Yeah.
and they look at it like
Yes,
tree rings.
I think
like,
so.
I think they do that, but
But isn't it weird? It's like sometimes you should, like I got that doe on the wall, the Euro with the certificate. That was aged at 10 and a half. And they actually have diagrams on the certificate on the teeth. Not the same company that did yours.
yeah.
And here, let me grab it.
Grab it. Let's take a look at it.
I mean, if they're super flat, it's an old deer.
But this, here, I'll talk with you.
Maybe it just has bad genetics. Terrible teeth.
Bad teeth, needs braces.
So this one is, I had a shot of doe. I just call it, you have to name it. So a big old doe, 10 and a half years of age. And it has like a 3 year, 4 year, 6 year, 7 year. And you can see the rings and they kind of lay it out.
Like what it should look like.
Yeah. I was hoping this would say the company.
It probably says somewhere.
Honorary Achievement Award.
Let me see what we've done.
But here, like if you look at the diagrams in the bottom, it's got like a like here, we'll pass it around. You can
Oh
break it.
yeah. I see it now.
It gives you like how they age them.
It literally looks like a fucking they cut
Anatomy.
open a tree.
It looks like a biology book in school. They like break it down.
Right.
Yeah, like a tree. It's just tree rings. Show and tell. Pass it around. So that's not the same company. I've used the same company that you're talking about for my 2 deer in 24.
Yeah. I know they do it with horses too.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
And you think if they do it with horses, that would be real accurate because people are going to know how old their horses are. But like when I shot that doe, they take the two, and her skull's not big, but her body was
What
massive.
teeth did they take? Because doesn't this one take the front?
Yeah, the front two.
Yeah.
What are they? They're not the incisors, are they? What do they call those?
Yeah, I think so.
I think incisors.
Yeah, and you pull them down to the root. So you like
Yeah, you go all the way down.
You
Yeah.
cut down into the gum line,
You pull the whole tooth
and
out.
you pull the whole tooth, and it's got this big, long, freaky root thing
Yeah.
that goes with it. Yeah, I don't know where they cut it.
I don't either.
I would say at the base of the tooth.
I would say it'd
because-
be below the gum line, but
Yeah.
well, in fact, so I sent Carolina's in for the guy that killed him, and he didn't have any front teeth on the one side, so I'm guessing he got fucked up in a fight or something and broke those off, and then they couldn't do it because the one incisor he had left was cracked below the gum line, so it like affected the
Oh,
So that's where they cut probably.
below the gum line somewhere, I would assume, because that's what it said. That's what their reasoning was. Is
how's a fucking deer get his teeth knocked out? You know what I mean?
either you took an antler real hard and smacked him right in the mouth perfectly, or got hit by a car, or who fucking knows, you know?
Could you imagine?
Aura.
We're back.
And they lose their baby teeth, so that adds a whole nother year to them.
That's a good fucking point.
Maybe they just start at 2 or whatever.
Yeah, they might just have like a baseline. Yeah, that's true. Kaitlyn Maus, thank you so much for doing this podcast. I'm sorry it went so far off the rails, but I thought like it circled back to be a really fun conversation.
Oh, yeah,
like
for
your
sure.
story was great for your season. We love that. I'm sorry for all the side quests, but
It's fine.
that's what makes WCB WCB. We got to add alternative entertainment because we're who we are. And I feel like the Aura combo was like, I'm super into that stuff. I thought that was like a lot of fun. I'm glad you believe in Aura.
Definitely do.
It's fucking awesome.
It's there.
I feel like
Gets me fired up for this year.
it does. It
I'm
makes
ready.
me Aura makes me excited more than just I think anything else.
Yeah.
But no, I appreciate you like coming in, like connecting with our audience on the level that you do, and just being one of the boys.
Yeah.
Very much appreciated.
Putting up with the shit.
WCB bad bitch stamp of approval.
Thank you.
Not many bitches, with all due respect, get that stamp. It's very rare.
We need to get that an actual stamp.
We're gonna make patches, socks.
Socks.
I can go
Patches
make a
and
I
socks.
can go make a patch right now for it.
Yeah, we'll make patches. Would you like a WCB bad bitch of approval patch?
Sure, why not?
A beanie? He's just wearing it on your videos. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Grippy Sock Club WCB pod.
Just a picture of a grippy sock in the center.
I'd wear it.
Yeah. All right. Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate you playing along. And also, I'm sorry for everything and all the turmoil we might have caused for your brand through this. But no, really, I appreciate you coming in and hanging out. And yeah, I hope you'll come back. Maybe if you put your application in, you could be on episode 800
Okay, I'll do that.
Maybe.
if you want to. But
Maybe.
you gotta apply. It's like applying for Illinois turkey tags. You gotta apply in for what hour?
Right, yeah.
You know, it's tough. There's a committee.
Kind of a deal, yeah.
It's it's just the whole fucking thing. It sucks, really.
All right, well, I hope
You
I
can
get
at least
in.
put an application in.
Okay. I'll do that.
Do that.
Lee Herr,
Yeah.
you're the god. You're the god of the year.
Stop.
Big butt killer.
Yeah.
There he is.
He's here.
Big Buck, you
In the
want to do my
flesh.
podcast? How many times does that happen at ATA show? There he is.
There he is.
You want to do my pod?
I think about 25.
A guy comes up and asks you if you want to do his pod in a podcast booth and had no idea we were a podcast booth for the whole weekend.
It's funnier than shit.
Did that not happen?
Yeah. Several
A
times.
guy approached you to do a podcast in a podcast booth, didn't know we were a podcast.
Didn't know we were in a podcast booth.
Yeah.
As you're podcasting.
Yeah, as we're podcasting. There he is.
There he is.
Nah, that guy actually is a good dude.
He is. Yeah. Yeah.
He just was funny.
Yeah. No, thanks for coming. It was fun. Like Kurt said, sorry for the tangents and dumb.
You don't need to
shit
acknowledge
we
them
do.
anymore.
Me?
Fine.
Yeah.
I just talk through them. I've ever since my first
For sure.
episode, I just talk straight through them, and it probably pisses people off. But somebody's
ignore
got to
it.
keep this train.
Josh
from
does the same
derailed.
thing. Josh is
Yeah.
pretty good at it too.
So no, it was awesome. I appreciate it.
Great podcast.
Thanks for coming in.
Both you guys, thanks for coming.
Caitlyn, what are your thoughts?
I love the aura conversation.
That's it? That's the only part you liked of this episode?
Yeah, pretty much. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I feel like we're all like kind of on the same page when it comes to like whitetails. Like we just
Yeah.
Maybe
love it.
maybe can I join your little posse? Your
No.
what do you call it? What do you call it?
So it's really funny. Our group chat is called the WCB Posse.
Okay. See, I
actually
just
is.
I felt that. I felt the aura.
Yeah. Listen,
Do we have an aura?
you could
I don't. Yeah. You guys do
boat aura. Aura farming.
farming.
Aura farming.
Maybe we just need a group chat just for her to vent to every once in a while.
Or if you guys
Grippy
need to run
sock
something by
aura.
me,
Yeah.
you know.
well, yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it's
I'll
just
give you
us running
advice.
shit by you.
Yeah.
We'll call it Grippy Sock Aura.
Grippy sock aura.
That's a t-shirt.
We're all gonna
That's a
wear
shirt you should make on your store. Just give us like
Yeah.
3% commission.
Nobody would understand it on her store.
Yeah, no, it's like we only know her from what
what
she
is
does.
this?
What's
Yeah.
WCB? Yeah,
Oh, she's Grippy socks.
we'll put it on ours, but you get no commission.
That's fine.
But if you put on yours, we get a commission.
Like, yeah, I don't want it. I don't need your fucking pity money.
2 cents.
Well, thank you, Eric.
That was funny.
You're looking ravishing.
Thanks, man. Yeah, thanks guys for coming. It was fun.
Yeah.
Curtis, you got anything?
Go shoot your bow. See you next week. Love
Bye.
you. Peace.